You couldn't hear me for a second. I don't know why it did that. Sorry guys. I was trying to talk to you while it was fading out there. Um, what is up? What is up, people? For whatever reason, give me 2 seconds and I will fix this. Okay. I can I can now speak on this screen. That's good. But let's throw us back over to this one. 2 seconds are up. Well, yeah, and I did it. 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 So don't get mad at me. I did exactly what I said I was going to do. What's up, everybody? Oh, my camera is not actually working. It said it was going to, but it didn't. Oh, there we go. Look, I remembered the sign today, guys. Aren't I doing so well? Aren't you so proud of me? I kind of zoned out and forgot what I was going to say. Welcome to the All-Star break. So my plan for today is, obviously, we're going to break down the voting results, because that's the big thing that everyone's excited about, I'm sure. We're going to run the actual All-Star game itself. And then after that, I've left it intentionally vague. We can do... I said just other festivities. So I had a few things in mind for that, and do be thinking of some things as we go throughout this. We can do sports mix. We can do more strikers. We can do other things. We can mess with other things in sluggers. I was thinking what would be fun to do, and maybe even make a tradition, is to make a community tier list or group of tier lists. That would also be an easy thing for me to make content out of. And for you guys to have as a community tool, just for CPU versus CPU. Just have our own tier list. Silver Lake also is an option, of course. I think we'll probably end with that regardless. I will say, I'm wanting to do more Tomodachi Life, not just at night, but, you know, we'll see what happens. Spectro, stop telling me to shut up. You're making me want to mod you just so people don't look in the chat and see Bedwars Men yelling shut up and think that you really hate me. This is Spectro trying to rage bait me, guys. Okay, let me hop in the GM's call where we have Corbin, a deafened Spectro, Wyatt, and Cyber, though only one of them is going under their actual name. If you look at the call, it says knockoff, Y Guy, Wolkenritter. They're all cosplaying as various coaches from around the league.
And Dad, what are we going to McDonald's for?
Oh boy.
AJ!
He's chicken nuggets!
This is a very unpleasant... Corbin, are you...
Chicken
I muted Corbin on my end. I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah, I just muted him total.
I don't know what that was. That sounded like a typhoon.
Yeah, he was in the car with somebody else there, apparently.
Lovely.
Okay, that was... What a sound. Yeah, but something about chicken nuggets, I think. Sure, yeah. Whatever that means. Let's, really quick, shall we do a without further ado type thing? I can start reading down the results, if so desired. How do we want to do this? What do you guys think? I'll start with the methodology here. I was gonna wait for some more people to roll in, but I figure we actually probably won't have that many people show up for this one. It's gonna be a good time tonight, so I'm glad that you guys are here, but I don't think we're gonna have like the 300 something people that we normally have. So I think I'm just gonna send it and we'll let people roll in as they roll in. Let's start with
Deuce!
Let's start with Deuce, I guess.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Deuce.
Hello everybody, my name is Deuce.
Hello everybody, my name is Deuce Supplier.
Hello everybody, my name is Welcome. I messed that up, but you know what I was going for.
Welcome.
I watched Iron Lung recently. Let me not get distracted, but I actually watched Iron Lung and it was okay. It was good. It wasn't like the greatest thing I've ever seen, but it was really cool. It was really cool to see another content creator actually out there and doing all that stuff. And given that he's inexperienced with it, you know, he's only going to get better as he tries to do more projects like this. And this was already a pretty good one, so...
For a YouTuber,
you know, you're a lot like Markiplier. You're a lot like Markiplier.
Yeah, when you said another content creator, you're referring to yourself and Markiplier, right?
I guess. I have thought about this.
You're a lot like him.
I suppose that in some senses I'm Markiplier adjacent, at least in demeanor. But I don't think, obviously, in popularity, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm up there with Markiplier yet.
For those in the
Yet.
chat who know, all that is in
Larpamos.
my head right now
Has
is
anybody
that
made a
freaking, like,
Larpamos account yet?
It's been done. When they
Do I-
when they decided that they were gonna do they were gonna roleplay ASA season 1. I think Larpamos was
Yeah, that's like going nowhere.
was Larpamos Blodgy or Derek? Because they
Probably
were me
Derek.
and Jake. I don't remember which one was which.
I'd imagine.
I don't know, but I'm Mr. Larpy.
Oh, that's right. Starlight Alchemist said James Bone 007, new official nickname. Who is that for? Is that
James Bone.
I don't know
That was
which I don't
given
know
to someone
which Bones
recently.
that is. It was in the Striker stream. I don't remember which Bones that was. It was Golden Bones. Yeah,
That's
because
a
it was
thing?
Golden. Yeah, well, in Strikers, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it was the
Interesting.
gold Rebels from Striker. That's a good shout. So James Bones.
why is he
Or James
gold?
Bone, definitely, because that's the color. Where
He's
they
yellow.
go watch the stream from the other day. You'll catch up.
Yeah, but why?
Face camping Bubba says YouTuber movies have been amazing lately. Get ready for Hollywood to force a Mr. Beast movie. Funny story. I think Jackson's not. I think I know this for a fact. Jackson's going to be working for Mr. Beast, which is cool.
What?
So for those
What?
of you who know
What?
him from Sports Mix,
What?
yeah. Well, he's he's in law school, and Mr. Beast needs lawyers. So
Mr.
come
Beast
fall,
Infinity?
Jackson, in place of doing some of his classes, is just going to be working for Mr. Beast. Which is very interesting.
Are you allowed to be saying this?
Why would it be? It's not confidential.
Oh, okay.
What if it was? And
And
you
doesn't
didn't know.
Sign an
He's-
NDA.
He's not a spy. Like,
Yet.
He's a future lawyer.
if I am not allowed to say this, then I don't know. They can.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Then I'll maybe you'll never hear from me again. Maybe we will never make the Silver Lake movie. Maybe I'll die before then if I wasn't supposed to say anything there. But
Oh, Big Zulu's gonna be here soon.
who is gonna be here?
Yeah, Knockoff is
Easy.
gonna be here soon.
Oh.
Yeah, knockoff. Is gonna
Knockoff.
be here soon. Yeah,
So now I'm
knockoff.
trying to decide, do I go ahead and read? I can go, I'll go ahead and talk about the methodology for the people who are here so it doesn't feel like we're lollygagging. And then we might lollygag a little bit just to give people time to get here for a lot of the reveals. So the methodology this time was largely the same as last time. I slightly shifted up the weights this time. So the maximum
Corbin
total
needs to stop
points...
posting that image.
I agree.
I'm sorry, Corbin needs to
Yeah.
stop posting that image.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Stop getting off track, Cyber.
Oh, that one needs to go. Yeah, let me soapbox, please. The maximum possible amount from each poll was 418 votes from the audience poll. 418 of you voted. I think last time we had 530, but I think I was more diligent about reminding people to vote last time. We've actually had more people watching this season. I just was kind of worse about reminding people to vote. Then there was the coaches poll, which had a maximum of 984 points available. And then from the GM's poll, it was a maximum of 1,407 points. So the total possible for a complete unanimous, like maximum level candidate would be 2,809 points. If you were to put in these numbers, they come out to roughly 15% of the poll for the fan poll, 35% to coaches, and 50% to the GMs. I should say 15% or 50% to the non-Corbin GMs, because Corbin did not vote, and I did not realize until after I had tallied all of the votes. So
But yes, I did. I did vote. What?
I don't have anything from you.
Really something in what?
Hey Corbin, did you
Did you
do the
send it
one
into
in
the
GM
wrong
chat?
poll?
He's server muted.
No, he's
I
muted for
literally
you.
put in like my name is Bro Corbin. It's Corbin
I
Bro.
think he's server
What?
muted, isn't
Put
he?
it in.
Oh wait, no, I just muted him on my end.
Corbin, which poll did you do?
Yeah, did you
where-
use the
where-
GM's ballot?
I swear I did GMs. I literally sent it in.
Okay, let me check really
Well, didn't you
quick.
send it in today?
No, because I was checking as it was happening. Yeah, I don't have it on the GM's ballot. It's possible that your vote got counted in somewhere else. I did scroll through quickly to make sure that all of the names weren't repeats and they all fit. I'll go back after the fact and we'll redo. We can make concessional all-star awards if your
Can I
vote
vote
would have
for Corbin?
changed the outcome. We will have like a concession all-star thing. You cannot vote for the Corbin me. I don't think the Corbin me qualifies this season.
He's
Um,
played
No,
a
I mean
game.
like I take Corbin's poll and I vote instead of him.
no. I mean, Corbin's vote already not being counted in the GM's ballot this time made yours stronger, comparatively. Corbin, again, I will go back and see if I can find yours in one of the other ballots, or at least we can just have you cast another one. So if I will go back and do that. If anything would have changed, I will fix it. Are there games today? No, we're gonna have the All-Star game.
Oh yeah,
There's
there's
game
games
today.
today. There's
There's
game
no
today.
game.
All right.
There is game.
No-
to-
There is game
no
today.
But there is unlimited bacon. There is unlimited bacon.
Oh,
for those who care.
while it is
Oh,
up, definitely not everybody do this, but I'm gonna direct this question first. Deuce, do you have the everybody has chem patch? Do you have the code on you?
I do not have it on me, no, but I'm pretty sure Fun Guy at minimum does. So
Okay,
probably someone out
Deuce,
there has it.
Can you go find it for me while I read?
I will
through
go.
this?
I will be on the hunt for
Okay,
it. If
so
anyone in
please-
chat knows where it is, send
Please
it
do
my
not
way.
spam it to my DMs. Is the reason I asked that to specifically Deuce to begin with. I'm sending Deuce on a quest. Don't spam Deuce either. He will find the code for us. We're gonna have the universal chem code enabled for this All-Star game.
Okay, so Corbin said he forgot to submit it.
Okay, well we'll
I just now, but, like whatever. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's-
god.
I'll go back and redo it later. If it would have changed any outcomes, I will make that publicly available information. I'm not gonna go redo all that now. But Corbin, your vote will be counted.
Man.
Let's see. L-Star member for 2 months says hiya, and then what's up, Goop? Always making your presence known. Go throw some thumbs up on the Goop there. I've tried to delay a little bit for DZ. I know he says he has us up on his big screen while he's eating. I don't want him
Hi,
to feel like
DZ.
he's been in the wait. What is he here? What?
No.
Oh, you're just saying hi in general. Okay. I'm not
Yeah, I
gonna
was saying
delay
hi on the big screen.
Tutu Turbo much longer. Wow, chat just got filled with people responding to Goop. That is crazy work. Absolutely
God.
insane work.
It's like the Rizzler controlling chat, but it's just goop.
It's just Goop. Goop is everywhere. Okay, chat. You know what? I'm gonna give you guys one more thing to vote on. And it's which conference results do you want first? If you don't remember which conference is which, either don't vote or pick a random one. I don't care. I'm just letting you guys decide. This is my way of letting you do something while I wait at least a little bit longer to hopefully get people in here for the actual results. But yes, so 15% of the vote went to the fans, 35 to coaches, and 50% to GMs. Corbin's I will go back and add in later to see if it changes anything. We're going to roll with this as the official All-Stars. If it changes anything, I'll address that then. Let's see.
Okay, I'm having issues finding the code, so if anyone has it, please DM it to me.
Spectro said in the
Because
chat that he found it, but I don't know if he was just being annoying or if he actually did.
I dropped random numbers before that. Do you think I was serious?
Oh, I just saw that you said
No,
you found it.
No, I keyboard mashed and then said found it directly after. That was.
I will say I do think you should do the MRC because it's less impactful and people care less.
That's
about
what
it.
I was gonna do, but I figured I'd let people decide. Okay. Good time to get us started, I suppose. 32 thumbs up on the Goop donation. Thank you so much, as always, Goop. That's such a great sentence, by the way. But we'll end the poll here. We got 114 votes, which is well over half of the chat. So I think it's safe to assume that with about a 60% majority, chat would like to. Oh, and Goop creates 5 new ball knowers here in the All-Star results stream. So congratulations to the 5 new ball knowers at least for the next month. Goop, thank you. Thank you so much. I need to stop getting sidetracked though. So my sincere gratitude, however, I must keep it pushing with Team MRC. So we'll begin up. We'll start with number 1 because I think with the All-Stars, it's most exciting to see who ends up around the bubble. So at number 1, with I think the highest vote total of the entire league. I think this also has to do with the conference that he's in. Donkey Kong ended up with 2,774 out of 2,809 possible votes. So let me really quickly do the calculator.
Hello, Trev.
Hello.
Oh, Delta Zulu.
Hello,
That
Delta
means
Zoo.
that DK received 98.754% of the possible amount of votes.
Say 98.
98.754%.
Oh, great heavens.
Wait, who did? I wasn't paying
DK.
attention.
DK.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then in second, also I think in second overall. Yeah, in second, no, I lied. Did I lie? Oh, Deuce didn't even point this out. I just got something blatantly wrong on my results thing. Sorry, I didn't
What,
mean
that
to
you
point
have
that at you, Deuce. We both
Oh, yeah,
missed it.
there were a couple that were like just not completely in order. I just thought you were just doing them at the time when you sent them to me.
There should only be one. Yeah, there's only one that's out of order. Well, there was one that was missing, but no, there are two that beat out our next contestant. Number 2 in the MRC was Hammerbro, despite the slow start to the season that he had. Hammerbro received.
Oh, I do. No.
It was just in the BFC at the very top. I mixed things up.
That's what you're talking about. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I see what you're saying. Maybe you.
Which
I'll get to that.
which makes the thing that we're gonna get to later much funnier, Deuce. You know what I mean.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the reason I thought is because the person up top I thought was like. We'll talk about it when we get
Yes, yeah. So receiving 97.579% of the vote was Hammerbro, finished at 2,741. PD Piranha came in third, representing the Eggs, 2,661. This is the first one that we have on this list that is not unanimous from the coaches' ballot. There were 2 coaches who did not vote for PD Piranha. I have to assume it's because of team results, possibly because of individual results combined with the team results. But PD Piranha finished with 22 out of the 24 coach ballot votes. So did 4th place in the MRC, which is Funky Kong. So repping the 7 and 8 seeds right now are those two. Funky Kong finished a decent bit behind at 2,405 points. So that puts Funky Kong at, if I'm not mistaken... I know I didn't do this repeat, but I'm just interested to see what the drop-off is. So yeah, now we're down to 85.679% of the vote for Funky Kong. Then we'll take another step down. So that's a former Wild there. But we're going to I'm going to post the results in a second. I'm just reading through these so you can't see them all at once. The next one, at 2,181 votes, we're going from a former Wild to a current Wild. It'll be Brown Critter. And for people who feel like this seems like you're surprised that these characters are this high up, remember that this is the post-trade deadline MRC that is quite thin in terms of candidates, or at least worthy candidates. So the middle of the pack was a lot closer here, whereas, or at least the middle to low end of the pack was a lot closer here, whereas in the BFC, there's a lot more races to actually, well, the pack's a lot closer. There's a lot more high-end talent. There's a lot more snubs. So Brown Critter finishes in third. Will be the first time that a team gets a second rep, and the first time that a team gets a third rep will also be the Wilds, as they get in Boomerang Bro at the 6th spot in the MRC. He's the last one to finish with over 2,000 votes in the MRC. 2,132. Was a GM vote darling, at least more than Brown Critter was. Got exactly one more GM vote, despite getting a decent bit less popular vote and also coach vote proportions. So Boomerang Bro finishing in there at 6th. Then at 7th, it'll be the 4th Wild to make the team. Red Pianta finishes with 1,766 votes.
RP!
Yes, actually had more votes in the coach poll than Boomerang Bro did. Welcome Par 2 to the Ball Knowers really quick as I'm reading
Wilds
through this.
versus the BFC.
So Red Pianta, actually gets more votes from the coach poll than Boomerang Bro, but finishes significantly behind in both the audience vote and the GM vote.
So far, I believe this is the Wilds featuring PD and Hammerbro.
It's Wilds, and then Hammerbro, PD, and Funky Kong. So one rep from each other team.
Oh, good heavens. Okay, I got the code, but it is a chunky one.
That makes sense. We'll wait. How chunky's chunky?
Long.
We might have to not use it then, because then we'd have to
I'll
go
send
off
it
of
to
our
you,
patch.
and it is not short.
Yeah, we'd probably just have to go off of our patch then, so we'll probably not do that.
Yeah, look at it and tell me what you think if we can use that.
I highly doubt it because we're barely under the cap as it is. I'll look in a second. But Mario actually finishes in the 8th spot, so that's the 5th wild to make the team. Mind you, there is 1 rep from each other team. Number 8 is the 5th wild at 1,224 votes. Finishes with 211 from the popular vote, 410 from the coach ballot, and 603 from the GMs. Then in the 9 spot, it is not a wild. It is the only
Dang
other
it.
non-wild to make it into the fray. And it's the Flowers' own Empty, finishing with 1,104, becoming, I think, the only me, actually, definitely the only me in ASA history to make back-to-back All-Star teams, finishing with 214 in the popular vote, so a mere 3 above Mario, then 287 from the coach ballot, and tying Mario at 603 from the GM ballot. Other results in the MRC, I'll go pretty quickly through this one. The Flowers' Gray Dry Bones was next out at the 10 spot, 1,023 votes. Or sorry, no, this is another mixed up order one. You were correct. Is Blue Pianta was the next one out. So the second Monarch, finishing at 1,029, then 6 votes behind. So despite Gray Bones doing much better in the popular vote and the coach vote, the GM vote heavily favored BP, which put him 6 votes above Gray Bones at 1,023. So Gray Bones will finish 11th there, while BP is in 10th. Peach finishes 12th. A decent drop off behind. Those last two were still above 1,000 votes. Peach finishes below 800 at 794. Then right behind Peach at number 13 is King Boo of the Flowers. Finishes with 724, so 70 points behind Peach. Then right behind King Boo is yet another egg. I say yet another egg, like there's been a ton of eggs. The second egg, Sigourney, finishes at 685, the other me to get nominated for this conference. Then Daisy finishes 15th at 561. Diddy Kong and Gray Shy Guy tied for 16th at 502.
That's impressive, I will say.
They both had 1 vote from the GM ballot each. And then it was the other 2 ballots offset and tied for them at, I think, 301 total across the other 2. Then last place in the conference, though not by a lot, is Dixie Kong, receiving 110 from the popular vote, 369 from the coach vote. So actually, just based off of coach vote, that would have put Dixie Kong up closer to the 12 range, but 0 votes from the GM ballot really was the nail in the coffin for Dixie Kong, the only one in the conference not to get a single GM vote. And that
It's actually
would
the
put her at
second most
18th.
coach votes in the non-winners.
Yeah, out of the group to not make it. And then, yeah, it did finish higher in the coach ballot than Empty did.
Yes.
Empty underperformed severely in the coach ballot, but the other 2 were high enough to get her in still. Whereas Greybones was a coach ballot darling and then struggled in the other 2. Or at least struggled in the GM ballot. So, and I will reiterate, there is something that I've recently been calling the inherent contradiction, which is just that these rankings are based off of this season. We can address how good players have been this season without saying that is how good they definitively always are. That is the way that these things work. It is this weird thing where, unlike real athletes, there is an objective aspect to it, but also we can't say for certain that is objectively how it will always pan out. Here are your results on your screen. Now I'm going to center that to the screen. No, I'm not. I'm going to tuck it in the corner because it feels weird to cover up my face. This is what your team MRC looked like. Your other results I will post later. I'll address all that after I factor in Corbin's missing vote. But that will do it for the MRC side. As for Team BFC, I will point out really quick in the chat, Bessie says there is an objective aspect with real athletes. That is true, but what I mean is that there is an objective, like, we can look into the code of these characters and say objectively how we should expect them to perform. We can't really do that with real athletes. We kind of can. It's just that, actual people are a bit more nebulous. They can have ebbs and flows. In theory, these CPUs should not. They should be performing at a fixed rate, but they don't. There is the patching, which kind of changes some of that, but yeah. AJ, I'm sorry if you say anything later. I will not hear it. There's a little bit of background sound from your end, so just to keep it quiet on my end. I muted you. Sorry. That sounds like a very performative like Twitter declaration of blocking someone, but I just want him to know if he says anything later. You're good, AJ. As for Team BFC, so again, they didn't have the highest total. That went to Donkey Kong overall. However, I think that's because the competition was just stiffer on this end. There were a few on the MRC side. There were 6 that ended up over 2,000 votes. Well, actually, I guess there were more on this side that met that criteria, but...
I will say, he is the only person in MVP conversations on this side of the bracket, so...
Oh, you mean DK? I thought you were talking about Fire Bro. I was like, no?
No.
Definitely
I'm
not.
talking about DK. Definitely DK.
Okay, so for Team BFC, finishing first overall with 2,767 points, so that is a mere 7 behind DK. It is Fire Bro, and I think that just be... Yeah, that's pretty much attributable to... Yeah, he finished... They were both unanimous across GM and coach ballots, but the popular vote favored DK by 7. So... Red Hot Firebro comes in at 2nd overall in the league, finishing 1st in Team BFC. And 1 vote behind Firebro. I kid you not. A single popular vote behind Firebro. I say popular vote like it's a majority, the audience vote. A single vote behind, still unanimous in both of the other ballots, is King K. Rool, finishing at 2,766. A single vote behind Firebro. Then in 3rd, who I originally had at number 1, was Bowser. Bowser finishes with 2,739. So still in the 2,700 club. There were 4 of them, 5 of them, 5 of them. That would be DK, Hammer, Fire, K. Rool, Bowser. Then completing the 2,600 club will be the hang on, let me do my math again. Will be the 7th member of that club. You add in PD Piranha, and you also add in a Red Critter when you lower the bar to 2,600, who comes in at 2,604 votes. Was missing 1 coach vote here and missing a little bit of the audience vote, but yeah, still unanimous on the GM side of things. So Red Critter will wrap up again. Same thing on this side as it was on the MRC side. Each team gets their one big baller up in the top 4. And then we go on to the remaining 5 of this conference. So in 5th, coming from the MRC, winding up in the BFC, also on the Knights, it will be the 2nd Knight to make the list. Critter finishing at 2,267 votes. That's 241 from the audience vote, 820 from coaches, and 1,206 from GMs. And right behind, performing a little bit worse in the GM ballot and a little bit better in both the audience and coach ballots, is Wiggler at 2,199. So the 2nd monster, Wiggler, comes in at the 6th slot. Then there's Luigi, who last season I think finished 10th in BFC voting, or 11th. He was just outside of it. I actually have it pulled up right here. Let's see. Last season, Luigi finished 11th, was one of only 4 players last season to not make the All-Star team despite ending up with over 1,000 votes. So this season, he said, let me go out and get 2,000 votes. Luigi, the last member of the 2,000 vote club, there were 13 of them. Luigi, number 13 on there, and number 7 in the BFC. Coming in behind Luigi, so this will be the 8th spot. It's a significant drop-off. You're down to 1,517 votes. It's the other member of the Monsters Big 3, Green Drybones, in the fray. Yeah, just a solid chunk behind in all 3 polls. And then actually tying in the GM poll and close in the audience poll, but a steep drop-off in the coach poll. Number 9, the biggest surprise of this entire span of results is the wrong turn of phrase there, but body of results. The most surprising one to me, your 2nd muscle is Wario at the 9 spot with 1,167 votes. So impressive stuff from Wario. I didn't know he had it like that. And then I'm realizing Deuce was actually completely correct earlier. There are a few other missing order things here, so I'm going to correct that one really quick. Finishing.
I will say the thing I was gonna say earlier is because I thought you were putting both going to be the captains of both teams at 1, and that's why they were wrong in the top 9 for at least on the BFC side.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it was yeah, no, Wario just ekes out on the 9 spot, but I see what you mean. You thought I was putting Bowser up at 1 because he would have been the effective captain. He still will be the effective captain, despite the fact that Wario did make it. But
yes. In defense of Wario, his pitching I think is doing a lot of the heavy lifting. He is right now I think like top 3 in pitching pitcher of the year voting right now.
I think I don't think I did vote for Wario, but I think I almost did. He was very close on my ballot because of the pitching. But I didn't think the a lot of the ballots would very heavily favor pitching. We saw that there was some pretty I mean, at least with Wiggler, I'm sure that's where he gets the bonus over Green Bones from, because GDB's been pretty much just better offensively. And then we did see Peach ending up at 12. I think just based off of pitching and even offensive production, Peach and Daisy should have ended up higher. So that's why I kind of suspected that Wario wouldn't make it, but he did make it. In spite of all that. And Luigi, I think, made it for pitching, but that's kind of just what he's known for. And he had a 3-run homer. That's pretty recent. Pretty fresh on the people's minds. But the other results in the BFC, I'll read down the rest for you here. Finishing at 10th, less than 100 votes behind Wario. Really quick, thank you T-Kong for the super chat. References, I think that, is that King of Skill, the You Pick Wario? I think that's his thing. Yes, Wario does make it, I think, his second All-Star appearance all time. Finishing 10th in this conference, less than 100 votes behind Wario, is Dark Bones at 1,100. So a steep fall off from being the MVP to number 10 in the conference after we remove Power Class. Still very nearly made it though. Performed better than Wario in the audience ballot. Only got, looks like 2 votes from the coach ballot. That's a little bit surprising, but yeah, did not do very well at all in the coach ballot, or else he would have made it. Sorry. And then let's go for the exact opposite.
He's the worst performing of anyone. He's the lowest coach balloted player in, I think, out of everyone.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, tied with Daisy.
Yeah, Dark Bones and Daisy finish at the very bottom in terms of coach ballot. Interesting. Very interesting when you consider some of the other names I'm going to read out here. Dark Bones, I think that means he got 4 votes from the GM ballot and only 2 out of the 24 coaches. But we'll take another step down to the next muscle, who I thought was going to make the cut. It's Yellow Pianta, the last member of the 1000 Club. And this season, let me check my numbers. Yep, yet again, 2 players in each conference finish with over 1,000 votes and don't make it. YP, the lowest one to finish with 1,000 votes in either conference. Down there with BP as well, and then Gray Bones and Dark Bones. So 2 Bones and 2 Piantas, one in each conference, did not make the cut despite having 1,000 votes. Boomer with the 10 says, a bit devastated to see 2 characters carrying some Monarch Spirit snubbed right at the cutoff, and I'm excited regardless. More than any other game, I hope everyone has fun. So true. I think that's the good thing about the All-Star break. I'll circle back to this more in a second, but it's a time for us to have fun and ditch all of the tension that has been building and will inevitably build back up once we get back to the actual, stuff going on. But it's a good time to remember what we're actually doing here, why we're actually doing this. It's fun storylines to follow. We get to vote on things, we get to have big community events, we get to have storylines that we all build and follow together. So yes, very exciting stuff. Go throw some thumbs up to Boomer in the chat there. Then Fox, a member for 10 months, says excited Fox screams. I'm not exactly sure what that's in reference to. It might just be for the All-Star break, in which case I'm right there with you. But if it's in reference to any particular player's results, feel free to clarify. But I'm very excited for the All-Star break. Yeah, so 1,001 votes for YP. Did much better in the coach ballot but significantly worse in the other two than Dark Bones. They finished at around the same spot overall. Then the next spot, this was a surprise to me because this was kind of one I just threw in here. Also coming from the MRC to the BFC, coming from the Flowers to the BFC, it's Yellow Toad finishing at 12. Ended up with 116 from the audience vote, 369 from the coach vote, and 402 from the GM vote. Was the fourth placing muscle. Yellow Toad finishing at 887, again good for 12th in the conference, in the middle third of all-star results from the nominated list here. Then the bottom third, we'll start with the rookies Blue Dry Bones, who finished at 673. Tied YP and Yellow Toad in GM votes, but just did significantly worse in the other two categories. Blue Critter did worse in all categories. Actually did pretty decent in the audience vote, good for 465 total, 141 from the audience. He'll finish at 14th in the conference. Bowser Jr. will finish at 15th, so yet another rookie. We've got a string of rookies in here, finishing at 335 total votes. Then this is an example of what I mean when I say the BFC was just stiffer competition. We saw in the other conference, Empty made the team, and then Sigourney finished 14th at 685 votes, so pretty much just where you heard Blue Dry Bones. All the way down here at 16th in the conference with 0 GM votes, 168 fan votes, and 164 coach votes is Larry Bird of the Knights, who right now is probably, I wouldn't say like unanimously, but probably if we were to poll the entire community right now, probably the Me of the Year frontrunner. But he was the only me that was able to even get nominated in this stiff BFC, and then because the competition was so tough, he falls all the way down here at 16th. Then at 17th, it is the final night, Green Magic Koopa. 0 GM votes, looks like 3 coach votes, and 123 audience votes. Good for 246 overall. So 123 from the audience vote and from the coach vote. And then Red Magic Koopa finishes out the bottom of this conference at 194. 71 from the audience, 123 from the coaches, none from the GMs. So I will put your team BFC up on the screen, and then I will kind of alternate between them. That's the wrong one. I will kind of alternate between them so you can see. This is what your team BFC looks like. Awake member for 10 months just says Squidward. I don't know what that means, but Squidward perhaps. This is your team BFC. I think I've ordered that all. No, I didn't order that correctly. That's when I saved the image before, so you can see I had Bowser up at number 1. That's not what it looks like. Let me really quickly fix that for you guys. This is why Deuce assumed that I just put the captain up top. I just completely miscounted. I don't know why I thought Bowser's was higher. There's a lot of numbers that I was dealing with, okay? There was a lot going through my brain at the time. Let me see if I can get a fixed team BFC screenshot. Yeah, it'll do it. All right. Perfect. So that is your updated team BFC. We will really quickly go on back over to team MRC as the timer runs out on my screen for Goop's donation from earlier. So I want to circle back around and say thank you yet again, Goop, for the support. We'll go team MRC. Here's your all-star team over there. Yeah. I will go back and factor in Corbin's vote later, and I will let you know should anything change. Boom. Let's hide that. And then I think we are ready. It is supposed to be a black screen chat, so don't worry. I think we are ready to actually play the game. So my fellow GMs, you are welcome to speak now.
This is excellent.
Let me unmute AJ on my end.
I couldn't bring myself to vote Greggle.
Fire brew in the world.
Yeah.
That is.
Oh, that's another thing that I needed to mention.
Getting a nomination is good enough for me.
That's another thing I needed to mention. I wanted to address, just so it is known that I'm treating this with all the due diligence that I can. I did tell the coaches when I put the ballot out that I was going to go through all of them. I did go through all of the audience votes to make sure there were no duplicates, that all the tags seemed right. And then the coach one, I said if I could clearly tell that they were trying to rig it for their own team's candidates, I was going to toss that vote out, and I did that 2 times. So there were 2 that got tossed out. I'm not saying this to start a witch hunt. You know, leave the coaches alone. I'm just saying this so that it is known that I am not just saying things. I am actually doing things about the things that I am saying. I just said the word things a lot.
Cyber tried impersonating his coaches again.
I
It's been like
did-
the 3rd year in a row.
What do you mean again? I would never.
Says the man that
I would just submit a second vote myself.
But yeah, there were originally 2 ballots that did not
And
have.
forget to write their name down.
There were 2 ballots that did not have Firebro or Bowser, and those were giant red flags to me. So K. Rool was originally number 1 in the conference by a long shot, and then I went back and looked, and that makes it sound like I'm leading you to a particular conclusion. I don't think it was actual attempts at rigging. I think one of them was just like random click and go, and one of them was
Goop.
Yeah,
Was one of them,
was
a
Goop?
real voter?
Oh, Goop! You're right!
Was one of them...
Goop! Speaking of Goop, Goop says, so we went
That's
through all
why
the
I
votes. It's
brought
time
him
to
up.
have the All-Star game of the ASA Super Sluggers Baseball. Goop, everybody, I know we had 30 thumbs up earlier. Can we please try to beat 30 thumbs up on this Goop donation? This is... Wow.
This is Goop.
Goop, you are unreal. Oh, we had 44 on the previous one. We can beat 44. There's 264 of us in here. We can get that done. We do have Sundown Stadium on. We are going to be starring everyone that can be starred. So for the 2nd season in a row, everyone's starred except Empty. Though at least this time she's power class. Our effective captains will be Bowser and DK. I'm going to give Bowser home field advantage because the BFC has been better this season.
That means you do DK first, yeah.
Yes.
What's it? Did you see the code that I sent you?
I did not. I kind of just assumed we're not going to be able to fit it. Yeah, no, we're not going to be able to fit that. If I had taken a day off in advance and... Well...
Made a code very quickly that it did all 9 and then all 9 again.
No, I can do this. I'm going to go through... I'm going to load our code. Then I'm going to go through and change a bunch of the characters that didn't make the All-Star team and just make a code specifically for this game. To clear up room for that. Does that sound feasible? I think that's feasible. Gecko code loaded. Okay, good. I'm using Phil's stat editor. Big shout out to Phil. You guys can find this tool for yourself. And if you ask around the ASA server or join Slugger's Island, it's great for making your own patches. I got a video coming out talking about how to go about balance patching Sluggers for your own league. Hopefully this next Wednesday. Thank you to those of you guys who watched the Sluggers quiz video. Shout out to SG for that one as well. I'm trying to get ahead on more of these videos. I've got a lot that's coming down the pipeline.
The quiz was very fun.
I thought it was a really good time.
Unfortunately, I had Corbin in my bracket, which made it not fun, but it was pretty fun anyway.
I had knockoff and oh shit, I feel like a jerk for not remembering. It was knockoff and not fungi. Fungi who just happened to be there.
Okay.
You got this.
Oh, Will, you remember?
I'm being a.
Do you remember how Tiny Kong was like?
Ziggy? Ziggy, I feel bad for Ziggy.
Do you remember how Tiny
what?
Kong was a huge guest in like? Do you remember how Tiny Kong was guest in like almost every single Bowser Jr. art class
Are you
thing?
about to talk about the next quiz? Do you
No,
No,
know?
we were all
because I don't know
given
the
the same
next
quiz.
No,
we were all given the same
yeah, I
mean,
use this-
well, there's something that has to do with the Tiny Kong thing that's coming up in the next edition of that quiz. I won't talk about it.
Yeah, but no. We got told about, how Tiny Kong was guest for all of them, and because of how late at night it was, we kept guessing Tiny Kong anyway on some of them, even though we knew that it wasn't her.
Okay, I think I might have been able to really quickly throw together a code that'll let us. Maybe. Okay, hang on. Let's see.
Oh yeah, what I was getting to with when Knockoff and Ziggy did our quiz is that we all went all in on the last one. We all got it wrong, so we all had 0 points at the end. But I had the star, and that technically wins the tiebreaker. So I won
that's
the entire
funny.
thing with 0 points.
Okay, I'm about to
I
have
don't remember what our exact scores were, but I know I stomped.
I'm about to have a cobbled together code that should be able to get us.
Cobblemon?
Yes. Oh, we should bring that back. So anyone in the chat who does not know, we did have a Cobblemon server for members for a while. If the members would be interested in doing that, we should bring that back. That's very fun.
That would be very fun.
My machine mechanisms were the entire time.
Oh,
Please.
true!
we might need to reset. I can't lie. I'm sorry.
Reset what?
The Cobblemon server.
Nobody ever gets to meet Barry. What the heck?
Okay, there we go. I've definitely done it now. I've done it. Okay. I have made a code that will suffice for tonight's purposes. Which means I'm going to right-click, properties, gecko codes, ASA patch. Oh wait, no, do turn ASA patch off, because this one's ASA patch plus ASA Season 5 All-Star Game. This gecko code doesn't contain any lines. Well, maybe I should put the lines in there. Maybe that would fix it. Okay. I'm going to really quick close the game, and then we're going to restart, and then we should be able to have the everybody has chemistry thing. If that doesn't work, we're just going to go back to the way that it was, because I don't want to keep you guys waiting for too long. I know there's been much ado already tonight. Adam says Cobblemon mentioned. Yes, Adam was a legend on the Cobblemon server. It was also proximity chat, so it's a decent chance to actually just get to hang out with and talk to the GMs. Obviously, you know, members, don't be weird about it, but yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time.
I think Corbin would be the one being weird about it.
Oh, that's a good point.
Corbin, don't go in that server. He's deafened. Wait a second, I can forcibly undeafen Corbin.
That's not true.
No, it's not. I thought I could. It would have been really funny, though.
Let's see.
That's
Yeah, we did it. Okay, wait, best way to test this. Are Red Me's still playing pitchers? Yep, alright, we got it.
Okay, another thing.
Thank you, Phil.
Can you stream?
Okay, yeah, good shout. I forgot about that. Thank you, Phil, for making that possible. That would have been completely non-feasible had Phil's stat editor not existed. So the remainder of Team MRC, help me remember. It's just the Wilds, actually. I don't need help remembering. Boomerang Bro, and then Empty.
And Empty.
Who has
It's
come with
the Wilds
everyone?
plus Empty.
Holy.
Ah, this is so
Yay.
cool. Okay, on this side, it's gonna be...
Me when I have the red... Nope.
So all three bros did make it, yet again. Boomerang Bro was the big question mark, but he did. Actually, pretty comfortably as well, being in the
The
BSC.
entire right side of the board is playing right now.
Wait, and GDB also is in there, and Wiggler, and Luigi.
And Wario.
I guess he is on the right side. You're right.
And
Who's-
Critter.
Who is the last? Oh yeah, Critter.
Green Critter.
Yeah, so it's Bowser
Blue
Jr.
Critter's- Blue
3
Critter
bones.
is
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the 1,
Yeah, 6,
2,
7.
3, 4. You've had like 12 opportunities for that tonight. You only just did it now.
I was muted the other times, or you were talking about the polls and I wasn't interrupting.
So 7 or 13 out of the 20 players. We'll expand it to right here. Let's say, how do I do this? 7 out of the 23 players over here made it. No, that's wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know what the numbers are. There's, you know, the All-Stars are disproportionately coming from over here. We can all acknowledge that.
You still have the stat editor. You still have the stat editor up on stream.
Oh, I must have just clicked the wrong thing then. It was never supposed to be that. There.
Stars.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. I like the error sound when I pass by empty.
It is still up there from what I see.
Okay, well then it's broken because it shouldn't be. This is annoying. Thank you, Discord.
What? We're saying on the stream.
Oh.
Like the YouTube stream.
Oh.
Your code editor is still up.
Okay. Wait. The stat editor wasn't supposed to be up there. Well, I guess I had the stat editor pulled up from when I was showing it off before. You guys weren't supposed to see me doing that, but I guess you did. I didn't even know that you guys could see that at all. Here we go. This is what I wanted to show you guys with the disproportionate amount of right side of the board. You saw all my codes. Well, now you know how to use it, kind of. You saw me using it very quickly. I guess not very quickly, but quickly.
Now you know hypothetically what would happen if this was not a Nintendo standard Wii console.
True. I'm just gonna put these two in here. I want this duo to be back. And then we'll have Luigi
Just
start at
put
pitcher.
all the knights in the outfield.
DK start at pitcher.
Yeah, can you put both Critters and K-Rool in the outfield?
Actually, wait, Luigi's gonna pitch.
It doesn't
probably.
matter, but it's cool. Luigi has to pitch.
Luigi almost definitely will pitch eventually.
Also, with how many homers are hit? Yeah. No, just put the knights in the outfield for now.
We could do this as well.
So let Wiggler start. Luigi will come in.
You know what?
You don't need Wiggler to pitch. You do not need Wiggler
Start
to
Luigi.
pitch.
What? What? What'd you say?
I hate the BFC. Start Luigi.
Wait.
Make him start.
Doesn't that mean you hate us? Because then we have to deal with Maximum Luigi.
No.
No?
Didn't mean.
They'd have a weaker pitching lineup.
Okay.
No, what I think, well, if we put Luigi back there, there's a chance he might not pitch at all. If
Yeah.
you have Luigi not starting, is what I think.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, it's Luigi.
We should make this 9
It's
innings.
these three, and then maybe not Wiggler. This way you get guaranteed star Wiggler pitching, which is evil.
You should start PD pitching, because I think that would be really fun.
I was like a DK, because he's
started
been-
up with gas.
It's got to be either DK
Yeah.
or MT, because those are the two who actually pitch. And Mario. Actually, Mario.
DK will come in later.
Just
DK
put
will
in
come in
DK's
later, start empty.
No, because then we don't have Meagnit hands in the outfield, and we might not get Meagnit hands in the outfield, period.
Who cares?
Oh,
I also want DK. I also want DK pitching because it's DK. He was the #1 guy, so he should be on
Oh,
the
come
mound.
in.
Let him play his position.
You should be on the mound.
He was the most. No, I was ass. DK should make it. He was the most voted player in the entire ballot. If anyone deserves to start at his position, it's him.
That does also pretty much guarantee that Empty's not gonna pitch, and she was the other pitcher that actually made it. I guess also Mario, but we'll see. Or it doesn't guarantee that she won't, but it means it's very likely that she won't.
I don't know. Swap Funky and RP, I guess. I don't know.
This is fine. I think we just leave this. Actually, no, we can put Funky at his traditional position. I think this should be fine.
Yeah.
Batting lineup wise, we can go, since we have everybody as Ken, let's go in descending vote order now. So DK, Hammer,
God, they're gonna have a
PD.
front-loaded lineup.
Funky, 5 was Britter, Boomerang, RP, Mario, Empty. Then they have. I'm going off
can
the
we
dome
pick
here. So
our
I might be wrong
lineup?
here. Batting lineup? No, I'm just going off of descending vote order.
Oh, okay. Bowser third.
Then it would be Ritter 4,
Then it was Ritter.
Critter, this.
Ritter
Yes.
was.
Should be that. I'm going to.
I think Grago would be in the 5 hole for your conference if he was over there.
Who would?
Grago, if he was over there, I think he'd be the 5.
5?
Agree. I heavily
He's really
disagree
cool.
with that.
5?
He's really cool.
Yeah, maybe you
5.
think that, buddy.
Yep.
No, the league does not agree with you, man.
It's 8 maximum.
Yes.
Nope.
Alright,
good,
man.
yeah,
He's
good
easily
point.
better than
Good
Boomer.
point. Good point. Haha, nope. All right. Let's are we going to do the
I mean, potato
simultaneous
sticks. These are great.
simultaneous intro for whoever feels like it while we're here?
I don't know.
Why
Are we?
not?
I don't know. I guess there's only 3 of us talking right now. Wyatt's also here, but I don't know if Wyatt's consistently able to.
I don't think Wyatt's
What
real.
happened?
Oh, AJ's here. Hi, AJ.
Hi, AJ!
Wyatt, are you talking? Are you able to talk? Or
Where did Corbin and Spectro go?
Corbin left probably because he's with other people. He said he didn't know if he could make it tonight. And then Spectro, probably also busy. That guy's he's a very busy guy. Spectro's got a lot going on.
Yeah. I gotta
Alright,
go
they hate
eat
us.
dinner.
Are we
Soon.
gonna do
I
simultaneous
can
intro?
start, definitely.
Yeah, sure.
Derek, thanks for the super chat, Derek. Comment semicolon, 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 semi. I'm glad that we don't have text to speech. I'm just gonna say that. I'm glad we don't have text to speech. Thank you for the support, Derek. And congratulations on getting your squad in. It's really funny to me. Yeah, we got 72 thumbs up on the Goop super chat, the Gooper chat, if you will. Wait,
Whoa.
Gooper. Shout out Gooper. If you can scroll up and still see the Goop donation from earlier, please throw a thumbs up on there. Throw a thumbs up for Derek as well. But what's funny is that on my end, there's a timer on it for me to acknowledge it, depending on how big of a super chat it was. And Goop's super chat, I think, is like a fifth of the way gone. It's very funny. All right.
Yeah,
Let's-
it pins that in viewer side too.
Oh, I see. Let's leave it up for. Oh, it stays up for an hour. Wow. Let's leave it up to the chat. Chat, you guys tell us. Should we do everybody intro at once, or should we kind of take it seriously?
No, it's way funnier to do it all at once.
Everybody intro at once is kind of iconic. Well, wait, that's right. We don't even do that in the playoffs anymore. Everyone.
No.
Everyone. Everyone. Yeah, everybody but Stuck has said everybody at once. Sorry, Stuck.
Stuff's not real.
All right.
This is why we don't like Spectro.
I suppose. We're gonna, yeah. How can we make this about Spectro?
Because Stuff's no fun.
All right. Sounds to me like it's time for us to get this show on the road then.
Stuctrophobia.
In 3, in 2. And remember, it's when the coins hit the middle. We're all doing it at the same time. In 3, in 2, in 1.
Yeah.
Don't jump the gun. I swear.
Hit.
Hello, everybody.
Hello
And welcome
Welcome
to
to
the
the
Season
All-Star
5
Game, Season
All-Star
5.
Game.
Welcome to the Wild.
We do this for the
versus
Tank Bowl, but I
Entire
suppose
BSC.
we're doing it for the All-Star Game this Season 2.
abysmal
Wiggler
team.
will start on the
And
mound.
we are
DK
gonna win.
shoots it out to left field.
Donkey Kong.
It's gone!
I'm just saying, I called it bar for bar. DK shoots it out to left field.
So if you're watching this VOD,
Okay, this one could be a grand slam.
if you're watching this VOD and you're curious how the votes actually panned out, each conference is batting in the order of votes that they receive. So Hammerbro finished second from his conference. This is the All-Star Game, so everyone is starred. It is going to be 9 innings of Havoc. And then also everybody has
God.
Chem this time.
Their arms are so strong.
All star, all chem, all PD.
Honestly, the only
All the knights in the
character...
outfield.
Spoilers for, again, the people who did not, who aren't watching the VOD, the beginning of the stream VOD and are watching the VOD that I upload to Akados eventually later. Empty is here.
Oh, that's gone. K-Roll
Yeah, it's fast. I like Critter just in his
Those guys
frozen
have actual
position.
chem.
I can imagine Critter like the concrete sliding across the ground sound effect as he buddy jumps. Just watch him. I guess he was a little bit more animated than it looked like from the below perspective, but I was gonna say the only character who's here that is not starred is Empty. She did make it, but honestly, given that she has Chem with everyone, I suspect that we're gonna see
Oh, it's a wall shot.
I suspect we're
funky
gonna see home run
gameplay.
from her. We do have the Knights.
Maybe a grand slam from Empty.
We have the full Knights
Alright.
outfield as requested by Cyber. Wiggler
All right, back
starts
to the
pitching.
Wilds.
This is in the gap. So if previous All-Star games were kind of a wash that were mostly based around how many power hitters each conference had, this All-Star game is the wash of all washes where everyone becomes a power hitter. And also
Including
everyone has
Boomerang
chem.
Bro.
So there's no like messed up outfields, there's no like, oh well your conference has better pitching depth. Like none of
Also,
this
Boomerang
matters.
Bros here.
Boomerang Bro deserves
boo.
to be here.
Good boo.
No outs by the way. We're in for
Yes.
9 innings of this.
Almost through the entire lineup.
What have we gotten ourselves into?
I thought we said Star Wiggler was a good pitcher.
I mean, he is, but no pitcher's going to be able to handle this.
Luigi would.
Luigi might have to.
Oh my god, the missile!
It's the first time that animation has ever been made.
That was 2 frames.
Mario puts one out to the middle, and Critter gets the
Oh, that's
first
right,
out. So,
Rats.
you will also
Yeah.
notice, dear viewers, who I keep saying this so the people who were watching the earlier stream don't feel like I'm coddling them because they were here for this. But you will notice that there are 5 wilds here, 2 flowers, then only 1 from the other 2. Okay, wow. Go for it, Empty.
Thanks, Empty.
Whoa.
Ah, thank you, Empty. Oh, wait! I was gonna say she wants
The
us.
star!
She wants us to have an actual game, but Ritter does not. DK's back.
DK Grandy, please. Charge!
Yeah, it's gone.
Ah, that's gone. This could be a grand slam.
It is.
This is a grand slam.
Didn't the "this could be a grand slam" bit originate in season 2?
Yes, it did.
Yes.
I think it was season 3.
I feel it has fallen off. I feel like this season. I think we as a society need to bring it back.
Well, yeah, just saying it at any interval for
Yeah.
like any reason.
Yes.
This could be a grand slam.
So there
First
are 2.
battle, this could be a grand slam.
There are 3 acceptable times to use the "this could be a grand slam" bit. The first one is when it actually could be a grand slam. You've got enough runners on base for it to feasibly be a grand slam, and you've got a power hitter up. You know, you've got loaded bases into a decent power hitter, maybe with some chem. The other
Can I
2
just-
acceptable ones are the reason that it's a funny bit, and it is when you have a power hitter up at all ever, and when bases are loaded at all ever.
Yes.
I find it really
Anyways,
funny to do it with no bases on, just as a random thing when nobody's talking.
I will say something I did just realize. Since everyone does have chem, they always have max on base chem charge hitting.
Well, until right after a home run.
As long as there's people on base.
Funky no!
Star Funky not able to make it past double star throws there. So it may only be an 11-run first inning. Bowser's already pitching.
That's really low. That's really low.
It should be fielded by
Gosh
Critter.
darn
That
it!
should be caught.
Britter
Time to
doing
show.
as Britter does. Even with
Hey.
the star. So now the BFC gonna have a
A
chance to
low-scoring
respond.
game so far.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Firebro, the leading vote getter in the BFC by a total of 1. Facing
I
off
really
against...
want him to get out in the very first, at bat.
Oh god, shut up, dude!
So I will say I think the MRC is actually an advantage here because the playing field's been so leveled by Omnichem, and by all stars, and by us actually kind of doing defenses. DK is the better of the starting pitchers for this format because DK Star is still going to be effective. Maybe not as effective, but it will be effective.
As
It's
long
just
as
a
they
matter
don't
of-
choke.
I think it's kind of negated by charge hits, isn't it?
For the most
Not
part.
negated. Charge hits go against it though.
It definitely weakens their power.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
There's Black Toad gonna get one down.
Is that what we're calling you now?
It's been
He's
a
the
that's
true
been a bit.
blowed. He's the better blowed.
And Ritter's gonna get one gone.
Bluto went 4 on his first game of the night. No, that's gone.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Logi, leaving from the...
Logic caught the ball himself.
Blodgy's gonna get that ball signed after the game. Critter puts this one just above Hammer Bro. As that old dynamic Flowers duo. Man, it hurts my heart. Really, there's 3 Flowers All-Stars? Let's be honest. No, I'm joking.
Yeah,
If
really
Critter,
there's
if
I mean
Critter
there's
was
6 for us.
if Critter was still in the conference, then Empty would have been the one getting bumped. I'm not gonna, you know.
Oh, easily.
Well, not even. I'm not even saying off of like merit. I'm saying that literally that would have happened. She was the 9th one.
You think this could be a home run from Luigi here?
It could be the
he's
opposite.
doing this.
Yeah.
In fact,
Jesus
double play.
Christ, Luigi. Why would you...
Taking DK.
Why would he do that?
Well, I mean, it would have worked
What's
if
wrong with
DK
him?
hadn't tanked it. It would have worked.
It wouldn't have worked except
It
Donkey
would have
Kong
worked
is
if
him.
DK wasn't fat.
Well, DK walked over into it.
You
If
have
DK hadn't
King
walked.
Rule on your team.
Yeah.
You have no merit calling DK fat.
Which is funny
Whatever I
because
gotta do.
His team's culture was also making fun of Blue Pianta for being the fat one on the team.
No, why did Firebro have to be right there? Why didn't
This
he
is
get blown
true.
up
We were
too?
really mean to that guy. Maybe that's why he played better when he left.
He almost made Team MRC.
DK?
No, Blue
Well, to be
Pianta.
fair, there's like 4 people over there.
There's a few more than 4 people.
No, there's not.
Cyber with the classic
least 5.
nuh-uh yet again.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's not.
No. This is what I was worried about.
Mario's
for,
a bum.
For Mario. Yeah, Mario is not
So
produced.
Mario's not having himself a game.
Well, I mean, neither is Empty so far.
Mario's a bomb. DK's fat.
Yeah, well, Mario's gotten out
Empty's
twice.
here.
We're gonna see if Empty does as well. Well, no, because
Hopefully
no,
not.
last
I think
time she was
Bathroom loves the clip.
last time she reached on an error.
Correct. It was loaded
Ah.
the bases for DK.
Unload it.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Get out of here.
It's the All-Star game, man. You don't have to.
If
You
only
don't
we
have
put
to
that
strike
Birdo
out.
in.
I
I
promise you.
imagine
imagine
facing
Bowser
away.
laughing every time he strikes somebody out.
I
He would
promise
not
you.
really funny.
Akuma's
Wario,
defensive
then.
rating is not at risk. Shout out to Derek with another super chat. Said, y'all ever get that feeling when? Don't know what that means. As Petey stops
I
GDB
do.
there.
I do get that feeling when.
Yet another former Flowers tandem, GDB and Petey. I suppose those two were never really a duo. It was always Wiggler and Petey, and the GDB and Hammer. What a crazy
Oh.
team, by the way. I cannot believe we didn't win in season. What was it, season 3? That was crazy. Shout out to the Bows. That was the Bows. I don't know what it
Talk about
was.
season
It was
3?
fake.
I don't know. I didn't win season 3.
I wouldn't know. I try to block out season 2 and 3 from my mind.
I know you do. Fortunately, none of your fans were around for that, so they only remember the good
Yes.
times.
Well,
Thank
all of his fans watched that and were like, "Oh, I'm gonna root for the underdog."
And then we won.
And then you did win,
So-
and you might do it again. Is K. Rool gonna prove why he has you guys
Oh yeah.
in the race?
Bro thinks he's Vector.
I like his little wave. I do.
So
He's so
notably,
jolly.
Team MRC held to nothing in the second inning. After the way the top of the first one, I was kind of worried we were gonna have to reset with a different rule set just to have a game that would eventually end. But it looks like we will. Now, whether or not one team scores 99, you know, I don't know. Ritter. We'll leave it at that.
Ritter.
If you
Yeah.
see this lineup ever going
Yeah.
up into a game, I think you should just secede from the union at that
Now,
point.
DK pre-charging on a
What is
Bowser star
pre-charging?
pitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pre-charging on a
Honestly,
Bowser
the
star
union
pitch.
are- That was the best case scenario right there.
Welcome back, Season 1. DK pre-charging on a Bowser star pitch. I guess really that would more be Season 3, because that was the season that the Wilds and Monsters actually, like, played in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
That was, what? That was the Monsters upsetting the Fireballs in the play-in, and then playing the Wilds, which ended in a 2-0 for the Wilds, in a very close one.
They made it close in that second game,
does he
though. We
keep
won off
that
the season
season?
at 1-0.
Was that season? That was Season 2.
No, this was season 3.
It was
yeah,
season 2.
No, it was 2 because I won a playoff game.
Yeah, it was Wyatt that missed in
It
both
can
Season
be
1 and
any
Season
season
2.
you put your mind to.
Wyatt was the team that missed in Season 1 and 2, and they also have a ring, so... All I'm saying is, miss Sundown twice and you're guaranteed
Maybe
to get a
missing
ring
2
shortly
seasons
thereafter.
is a good idea.
The only team that has yet to do that...
Oh!
Oh, DK, that was...
Get out of here, GDB.
Hang on.
Just punched him.
Yeah, he did.
So Season 1, it was...
Ouija time.
Season 1, it was the Monsters and the Monarchs. Season 2, it was the Bows and the Spitballs. Season 3, who missed Sundown?
Oh, wow, what a hit from Funky.
That was really fast. Maybe I
would've
should
been
start Luigi.
Was that Cyber and Spectro? Who missed it in Season 3?
It was Spectro.
that was- that
That
was
was me and
Bird
Spectro because I knocked Spectro out of it.
So the
You know,
only
it's
team...
my only win in Season 3 knocked Spectro out of playoffs.
So the
Well, it
only
was
team...
Spectro because the finals the next season was the 2 teams that missed it. This is also going to be a wall
right.
shot.
So that actually... That ruins my
Okay,
narrative.
we're having to get it.
Oh, Funky's confused.
No! Sure.
So for the sake of my narrative, if I can have it like really quickly here, for the sake of my narrative, that does kind of ruin it, because that means the only team to miss Sundown multiple times and not have a ring to show for it is Spectro. So he needs to win this season, or else my narrative is ruined.
Get down.
Yeah, but Spectre's a bomb.
Goodness.
The missile.
That. Jeez. Well, that's down at least.
Unless, hang on. So wait, so season 3 Spectrum.
Unless
who missed in season 2? Did Spectrum make it down as well? I know Wyatt
No,
missed.
I don't think.
It was
I don't
Wyatt
think
and
Spectrum
Cyber.
made it in season 2.
So Spectrum has
you're
not
right.
missed it twice yet.
Bomb matter, please.
Yeah, so never mind.
Mario, bro.
My narrative's fine. The only 2 teams to miss multiple times have a ring.
because we're cool and awesome.
I don't know if I think you and Wyatt's team right now are like the ugly stranger calls you twin. I think that might be how I don't know if the Monarchs want to associate with the Knights. I saw a comment recently. This is very funny.
Why not? We have K Rool.
Now I will say that I should say this right now so that people in the chat don't think I'm actually being mean. All of this is said in good fun. We're gonna take chip shots at each other. I did see a comment the other day that said the Wilds are the villains of the ASA, and I think that's funny because I think the entire ASA agrees it's the Knights, except for the Knights fans.
It's
I'm
the Knights right now.
It's the Knights and the Rookies. I think are the 2 teams that everyone's that like the rest of the league.
Not
thinks
the
are
muscles are
villains.
over the rookies now. The rookies have become vulnerable.
Well, I think the reason the
Yeah.
Rookies are more of a villain in my eyes is because the Muscles, this is going to sound mean, haven't ever actually been a postseason threat. And then also, the Rookies were rewarded for making a deal with the Devil, and that makes them a villain in my eyes.
You know what? I think the Devil felt bad because they lost to Toadsworth.
That's a great
I think they felt
sentence.
bad.
Does the Devil feel bad for you if you make a deal with him and then you lose to Toadsworth?
Does the devil feel bad for you? If you
Maybe
were
you should
Toadsworth?
keep making deals and then lose to Toadsworth.
But follow this advice, Spectro, please, because I know you're
Like
definitely
you
gonna
get the
watch
golden
this back.
fiddle, but also like you get to live.
Boomer makes a good point. Says it's Knights right
It's like
now.
if Johnny
Wilds
lost the fiddle
historically.
contest.
I think historically you would say that
Yeah.
if you're making the historical argument, it is Wilds and Flowers that are the villains. Because the Flowers won
Wild.
it first. The Flowers
guess,
won it
yeah.
first. We've never won a conference title, but also we've had more postseason success than the Wilds. So the Wilds have been the bigger regular season villains, which has made them villains for the longer amount of time. They have more hardware and they're more overall successful. But the Flowers were more of a danger in the playoffs.
Oh, Funky, please.
And I say that, I mean, we've
Thank
been,
you.
we've been a danger in the playoffs exactly twice. Though last season was the first
That's
time.
50. That's a 50 chance. That's a 50-50 chance, though.
Last season was the first time that we've made the postseason and not won at least one game. So we were 3
But you
for
also
3.
got the first overall pick.
I mean,
True.
in what draft though? Like, you got the first overall pick in a draft where PD fell off of a 5% chance. It would have been different
Yeah,
if
'cause
I
I
got the
voted.
first overall pick and like DK fell or something. You know, it would have been different.
I think DK should have fallen. I think it would have been fun.
I mean, that's
Alright,
kind of the design of the league, is that eventually DK will fall if we run infinite seasons. It's kind of the
You
design.
don't understand.
Honestly,
I'll have him locked up.
If
He
I'm
won't be
Deuce
able to
right
leave.
now, my genuine plan, if I was Deuce right now, is wait until DK is at like an 88% chance, then just sell everyone but DK, tank to get first overall, let him fall, and then just pick him back up.
To get first overall, or to get a bunch of picks that people will be willing to trade DK for, should you not actually get the first
Yeah.
overall pick.
Oh, I will Ricky Williams him.
I mean, Deuce and I pretty much... We haven't actually franchise tagged DK and Hammer, but we've pretty much franchise tagged them to the point where if they leave us, we will, to an irrational extent, give up everything.
I will give up the. I will do what the Niners
I'm doing
did
that
to
with
get,
Draggle.
to get Trey Lance and just sell all my first-round picks for the next 18 years.
Fire Bro. Yeah, we're finally gonna have some Fire Bro tax.
Finally.
Finally.
Yeah, I have the franchise tag on Graggle right now.
Sure, man.
I don't know
Play
if I
11
should move it or not
drops
to
around, what, 3?
K-Rool or Luigi.
I feel like it should be K-Rool, man. I don't know.
I mean, I took him round 2 last season.
That's not a greater argument.
Throwback to so this is my favorite part about the
He's
All-Star game,
Yoda.
honestly. Apologies for anyone in the chat who was hoping for like an actual competitive game that we were commentating live play-by-play. We're mostly just going to be talking about vague things that are happening while talking about ASA history. This is kind of just like our family reunion of the ASA. We're catching up.
I swear if this is 3 straight home runs, I think...
It probably is. Yeah. Pushed? Yeah. Pushed and high.
If it's gonna be caught, it's gonna be caught there, but it's way too high.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Throwback to something about season 2. Oh, I don't remember. What were we talking about?
4.
I don't know. That's plausible. No, it's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, too fast. Britter is not that quick.
I mean, they are both also... Well, Britter is starred. I suppose Empty can't be.
Yes.
Still no outs this inning. This might be the BFC's inning to play catch-up. I was gonna say a throwback to something in Season 2. Don't remember what it was.
Yeah, throwback to the Wilds winning it all in Season 2. I agree, Will.
That's
Shout
not
out
what I was
Wild.
saying.
Yeah! Hey, AJ, you can represent that.
Yeah,
You
AJ
can
is allowed to
represent
rep that. AJ has been a part of a championship, just not with his franchise yet.
You'll get there.
Mm.
He might
This
be
season.
getting
Me
there.
versus him.
If he continues to have 3 players,
I'm not gonna lie. I do think if it's not me this season, I want it to be AJ.
that's gone.
We all want
I
it to
will
be
say
AJ.
that.
Oh my god, Wiggler.
Yeah. So that's what Starred Wiggler can do if
If
he
it's not
decides
me,
to charge.
it should be.
Wiggler is a lot like the weaker critters in a sense, where his charge is good. It will just always get out to right behind the wall, so if you can star him, it's actually quite a good charge. It's just that it never really makes sense to star Wiggler because he's speed class.
And also, there's always going to be better people to star.
Well, I don't know. If Wiggler were power class, you'd probably want to star him because he's got great stats, and then he'd be an even better pitcher. He could be like a
Season 5 change leaked.
he could be like a K-Rool level player. It's just that, you know, he's speed class.
Season 5 change lock leaked.
We're not doing that. No. I'm not doing that. Especially because AJ's then gonna have him and Bowser. Like, he's gonna have 2 Bowsers.
Bowser A and Bowser B.
If AJ loses, let him have
that'd
2
be
Bowsers and then just change Wiggler the next season.
Yeah, so the BFC is definitely playing catch-up this inning. They are now on,
The
what, like...
MRC has turned into the
10
Atlanta
minutes.
Falcons.
Well, I don't know. They're pretty much just mirror... well, I suppose you're right. They are just kind of mirror images of each other, though. This was kind of not guaranteed, but this was gonna happen eventually. Oh, there we go, Boomerang.
Fire, bro.
Fiber wash, fiber wash.
Mm.
All 3 bros were present in that play. Fire Bro hit it, Boomerang Bro caught it, and Hammer Bro spectated. He walked a little bit
Hammer Bro
closer
was
and stood right there.
present.
Yeah. He was
Good
Alright.
server.
Get your bots out, Britter.
he was overseeing just in case. That's gone. Whoa.
Bro.
Tie ball game.
It didn't sink.
And now the BFC's actually taken over in terms of total hits.
I mean, yeah.
I think they had like a single-digit amount coming into this inning. Whoa, that came off the
After
bat.
one more.
We're gonna get him eventually,
That's
guys.
13-run inning.
We're gonna get him, guys. Don't worry. Britter is the best pitcher available. That's well, actually, it probably is Britter swapping into pitch. That probably has a lot to do with it. He's just throwing meatballs.
Yeah, he's not exactly one to curve.
Oh, I'm really struggling to remember what the throwback to season 2 was. I don't remember what we were talking about before that.
I don't know either.
I wasn't paying attention at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we're talking about who the villains of the league were. I don't remember what the throwback was, but that's what we were talking about. I would say that
Jake-
for season
Jake
1,
for 2 seasons.
I don't think Jake was ever a villain. Jake was always just kind of like he was kind of just there. He was a villain to you.
He made the fun. Yeah, he was. Fun. It'll always annoy me that I went the entire regular season 3, winning every single game against every other GM except Jake, who I lost both my games to.
Wasn't that also season 2? Who else did you lose to in season 2? Oh, Fireballs?
Yeah, probably. I think I lost one to each. Mario, please don't get out for the 4th time in a row.
He's trying, man. Kind of. Maybe
Is he?
He might be kind of trying. I actually can't really tell.
Can he
If he is,
star
it's
hit
not
or
showing.
Hey, he got on base. Boo it!
Yeah, I don't think there's really a current argument for the Flowers being the villains of the league. I think a lot of people are enjoying watching the Flowers struggle because it's my team. I don't think it's really because of anything the Flowers did.
Or that's just that we don't like you.
After season 3, it was all downhill from there.
I mean,
Oh, Mario, you idiot.
what's also kind of annoying is that it's both the Cyber's rise and my fall is entirely because of the same 5% chance.
Correct.
It's very funny. And now you may say, well, Cyber didn't win with Petey, and that's true, but he wouldn't have
I
gotten
won
K.
because I
Rool if
got
not for
Petey.
Petey.
Well, that probably would have cost me a lot more.
He also wasn't even that good in the regular season. He still went 6-6. He just got really lucky in the playoffs.
Well, I had like 2 losses before selling.
I want to address
He's not
something in the
Hamburger
chat really
washed.
quick.
A caught home run.
I want to address something from Fives in the chat really quick that I've seen a lot. People seem to be very upset about after I lose, I say, well, you know, what can you do? It didn't fall our favor. Every GM does that. Just Deuce and I are the two that have to talk after our games. And then, I mean, I include Deuce in there, but really, I'm the one who has to talk, and people demand something from me. So when I have run a lot of games, and I've seen that my team has a good chance of winning, and then we don't, it's like, okay, it didn't fall in our favor. You know, we got unfortunate. And that's just true. So, I don't know what you want from me.
True. They want you to rig it.
It may just be a case of you have to hear from me more than you have to hear from the others. A lot of GMs will just not talk after they lose. They think the same things. Everybody's first response to losing a game that they thought they should have won is, we got unlucky. And usually it's true. That's
Mine
kind of
was
just
a
how
fire
Sluggers
sale.
works. Yeah.
Yeah, I can vouch for that 100%.
So it's not even me making excuses. Because there's no excuses to make. I didn't do anything.
Someone said the greatest part about this is that the first overall pick is not here.
I mean, he almost made it.
Yeah, but the second overall pick did make it.
As the 6th slot, to be fair. And I think that was even overselling. I think GDB should have been above Wiggler, but I also just, I don't know, I'm not that high on Wiggler. His pitching is good for a role. His pitching stats this season have not been anything to write home about. He's just a good starting pitcher who eats innings because he has a lot of stamina. The actual stats have not been that great. Hitting-wise, it's been great, but also GDB has been hitting just as efficiently with more production. So, I don't know. GDB's also been a decent outfielder. Not a lot of stats to show for it, but...
I do think GDB is better than Wiggler. Like, objectively.
Has been
I've never
this
been
season.
high on Wiggler
I
as
think-
a player.
I think Wiggler
No, I think
overall is a
overall,
better player.
I think he gets carried a lot by his chem. Like, more
No
than
Bones
GDB
is going to
does.
have love.
I think it's the fact that Wiggler has a very strong role defensively. GDB doesn't really. The Bones don't really have strong defensive presences. They can play about anywhere. They shouldn't play in middle infield, but I guess if you have to, they kind of can, maybe. Everywhere else, they're kind of just passable. They're not great pitchers, but they can do it. They don't have a lot of stamina, but they can eat up a spot if you just need an inning or two. But it's Wiggler who's truly versatile defensively, and then also does have the chem, to your point. I mean, Bones' chem is also phenomenal, though, so I don't think Wiggler's chem is even better than Bones' chem. I think Bones had better chem, especially in this batch.
Every single wild except RP has pitched. which I think is kind of neat.
Pizza Hut Kidman, member for 10 months, says, yeah, at the end of the day, there's still a luck element in games, and bottom one luck sometimes means things don't go to plan. I think that is another thing that's held against me a lot, is the bottom one luck thing. And to be clear, it is an agenda. I know it's not, like, factually true. Never have I actually fully believed that I am the unluckiest team in the league. I think a lot of crazy things happened to me by virtue of fielding Daisy. I think I missed something earlier. I did. I missed this pretty significant one.
Kitty just died twice.
If it's still visible for you guys, Jesse said, congrats to 6 seasons of the ASA. I suppose that presuming that we're going to have, next season. This is season
we're
5,
not. It's over.
But there will be a 6th season. And then here's to more, of course. Thank you, Jesse. As always, if you can still scroll up and see Jesse's super chat, please show some support. Wow. Show some support. Pointy Ears with the 5 said, first overall pick didn't make it. Luck just didn't fall in his favor. True. I will also acknowledge, not in retrospect, I'm going to wait to see how this goes first, because this is interesting. Where does this go? Oh, okay. So the MRC wins a close play. What was I going to say? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, the reason I picked King Boo was not because I think King Boo is objectively the better player in every way. It's because King Boo gave us the pathway to get empty, and I wanted empty this season. And also King Boo filled a role that we needed, which is just a third plan pitcher that we haven't had in a while. We didn't want a Madge. We figured that King Boo gives you more offensive... He's more boom or bust. Madges are... Well, I don't know. Even King Boo is generally about as good of a hitter as Madge is. Probably just a better hitter. But he is a bit more boom or bust, as Petey gets one to go. But he just made more sense for what the Flowers wanted to do. And also, as I've said before, and will say again a million times, the Hammer Bro Wiggler chem that's in this patch, if that is something that people are considering here, was added after I decided I wasn't taking Wiggler. So don't even consider that, if that's the calculus you're considering. Nightcaller says, honestly, even rooting for the BFC, genuine props to DK pitcher. BFC didn't start rolling until after him. That is true. I think this would have been all BFC from the jump had it not been DK on the mound to start.
I'm just saying, he got lit up a lot less than Luigi did.
Malice said, can Boney start go back to power class? He's fallen off. He has fallen off, but he still almost made all-star. No, he's not going back. He can stay balance class. It was fun for him to have his time. RP, gonna charge actually. Push this one, RP. That's probably caught. Definitely caught. Wait? Yeah.
No.
There was some plausible.
I'm looking at it right now. The DK only had let up 2 home runs for 5 runs. Everything else has been after. Everything else is not DK.
Yeah.
I feel like it's because the weird, DK's sidearm has a weird thing that really messes with charge hitters. I think if there were more slappers in this game, Luigi would have done better.
I have wondered how much of Wiggler's
DK's just
potency is also because of the weird release point.
I think it absolutely is. I think Wiggler and DK both benefit from their release point more than anything else.
Piantas are also up there, and also all of them having really good stamina.
Another thing is that after DK left, in the next 6 at-bats, there was 5 home runs.
Oh. That was when that happened? Yeah, that'll do it.
Yes.
I did also... Well, also it pulled in Britter, which is like the worst possible... Not the worst possible, but one of the worst possibilities. No Magnet Hands, come on, give us something. I don't remember what I was going to say.
Nope, boo.
Oh yeah, I did think for a while it was because Wiggler had an especially good curve stat, but that's not the case. He actually has a pretty low curve stat. So, yeah, I think it may be the release point.
That's gone.
Boomer said, I think Greybones should get power instead. Hashtag not biased. If another one were to, it'd probably be BDB because he's the other most storied Bones prop. I don't know. They're all up there at this point. GDB is the only one to make it this season. BDB had the Clutch Player Award. Everyone loves BDB.
Greybones was an MVP.
Greybones,
at one point.
Greybones was top 6 in MVP last season. Granted, the season Darkbones won it, but he was also up there. All the Bones have their own. And then Greybones was also more of the defensive linchpin, where Darkbones was the offensive powerhouse. And they're just going to watch that one. I think the MRC's given up.
I will say
Yes.
something I think about a lot is I feel like the Bones have stronger arms than they actually do. Like I always think they'll be amazing right fielders, but then they just throw at normal speed.
I've
which
come
is
around to
really
them being
strange.
better than Toads in the outfield. I think they are. Once it really clicked in my head, the fact that the fielding stat... Well, I don't even remember what Toad's fielding stats are. I think it's Toadette that has the ridiculously high fielding and also has the great catch radius. So Toadette's genuinely a great outfielder. I have come around to Bones at least being comparable to, if not better than, Toads. For a while, I thought Toads being fast meant they were inherently better than Bones, but they're not that much faster when you look at it. And then also the Bones have the better throwing arms, and they're just bigger. Because Toads often just watch the ball fall right in front of them. I've really come around on Bones being at least comparable. For a while, I was annoyed with people pushing
I don't
the
blame you
Bones
for
outfield
that.
agenda, but...
I still think their arms aren't strong enough to be the difference on my team compared to Toad's speed. Because I think my team really benefits from the speed of Green Toad.
I am curious. Let's see. Let's make the comparison. Green Toad's speed stat is a 70. Let's take for example. Let me grab one. That's Pink Yoshi. So 70 for Green Toad. Let's take Gray Drybones, who has 57 speed, and then 70 throwing arm compared to the Toad's 55. So they kind of sum to the same. And then often that speed, given that the CPUs aren't really sprinting as the BFC continue to pile it on, it doesn't really matter, the speed. I think the throwing speed matters more often. So I might even just say
I
Bones are
personally
better.
have found Green Toad sprinting a lot in my outfield.
They physically cannot sprint.
Like him
The
specifically.
CPUs cannot sprint.
Or, like, well, there is a slower and a faster normal speed that they do go.
I
Like,
mean,
they don't sprint like the player character can, but they
No.
run faster.
they kind of just have a set speed and then a speed they have when they can walk. But they, you know, there is no
They have
like
a walk and an urgent.
when we're talking about their speeds, we're talking about I mean, there's no difference between Toads and Bones. We'll both move with the same amount of urgency. Now you may have the
Well, on the
subjective
other hand-
experience of what'd you say?
I said K. Rool, on the other hand, does not have that same urgency.
No, he does. He's just very slow.
Yeah,
Make no mistake, he's very intent on getting to that ball. He just won't. So I will say, I just noticed in chat, it's a good shout and also something that might come back if the MRC are going to make this comeback. They probably won't. I think it's over. I think everybody kind of accepted that Team BFC was stronger anyways. But
Hey, we still got some more innings than us.
Super Mario in the chat. Great sentence, by the way. I'm just reading
No
the
way.
at. I don't know what your display name is.
Super
But
Mario.
Super Mario says, RP and Empty are the only two on the MRC to not have pitched yet. Those are probably the two best pitchers that are not the captains. So, the best pitching for
Yeah.
the MRC is yet to come.
Hey, no, you forgot DK.
Well, that have not pitched yet, I said.
Okay.
Or I said
Aren't
that
the
are not
captains.
captains. Yeah, I said that are not the captains. Because Mario did also pitch, and Mario is also pretty solid.
Hey, I'm just saying, we're not out of it yet. We've cut this lead down by a little bit.
A little
And we
bit.
still got practically 3 innings.
We are in the 7th inning. This would normally be the last inning. You know what's funny is that we've had actual ASA games that come, I mean, not really close, but close-ish enough to this game in terms of scoring. total.
Wario, you jerk.
It's kind of weird to think about. What was it? The one Wilds Monsters Cruiser game in either season 1 or season 2 that ended.
Yeah,
at
it was
something
season
similar to
1.
this?
It was like it was 19 to 17 was the final score.
No, one of you was over 20. I know that. Then there was the Rookies Flowers game on finale night. I believe last season. That was also a crazy high scoring total. So it's kind
It
of
was
weird.
24 to 19 is what it was according
Okay.
to Ziggy.
So we would. Oh, yep. There goes curved hitting. We have had games that have at least gotten within like the reasonable distance of this game scoring total wise, which is kind of crazy. No, I mean, no team has ever put up 34, and I highly doubt we'll ever see that, unless we see like a rookies-esque all-in thing after a team has stocked up on assets. So
Against a cyber daycare team.
yeah, so unless everything ends up completely imbalanced and one team just completely games the league, I don't think we're ever going to see a team that's putting up numbers like this. As Bowser's, yeah, that one's, yeah.
Guys, I got my goal for next season already.
Is it a
To
championship?
get 34 runs.
Yeah.
Oh.
But which
okay.
one?
To get 34 runs all season, I think he means.
Oh, every single game? Gotcha.
Oh, I meant like cumulative. I didn't
Oh, yeah.
mean in every game.
No, every single game. I'll put up 34 every game.
I am curious. What were the season 2 and 3 nights? I'm sure Ziggy or Blodgy, one of the Blodgy has the history book, right?
Yes.
One of those two probably
One was the
has
worst
number for this.
offense in history. One was the worst defense in the worst history.
Yeah. So what did the season
In
2
the worst history.
in the worst history? What did the season 2 eggs put up? Like total in terms of runs? I think that was before.
I don't know, like 4.
That was before the
Oh,
12
nice.
game season, but.
I think it was like not many.
Well, I mean, yeah, you guys were like -7 trillion.
That's not an overstatement.
Yeah, I think we were at like negative. I think we got to like negative 80s in season 3.
Oh, Boomerang almost could have had that one. I got a DM from Ziggy.
He getting domed.
Okay, here we go. You know, I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna watch this at bat, and then we'll see. Okay, never mind. There was the potential for some very funny shenanigans there. I will tell you now what the stat is. The Season 3 Knights put up 25 total runs in 12 games.
No way.
They averaged-
25
they
total?
Hey, that's more than 2 runs a game.
Average just over 2 runs a game. The
Better than
Season
some
2
Rockies
Eggs
tiers.
put up 39 runs in 10 games.
Oh.
So the Eggs were actually a significantly better offense, and I believe that's the team that had like a Critter and Dark Bones, so that makes sense. But,
Yeah, but we also had like nobody else.
I mean, yeah, that's why you were still terrible. But, very likely that...
The toddlers are up.
Very likely that Team
Whoa.
BFC in this game outdoes the better of those two teams in a whole season.
What happened?
DK stopped pitching. I don't know what what your frame of reference is for what happened. I don't know when you left, but
Are you talking about the bobble right to Bowser?
No, just like when they left.
Oh, yeah, DK stopped pitching and then all hell broke loose.
Ah.
Cyber, what is happening on your end right now?
He's eating a
I had
Snickers
to switch
bar
out my
very...
Oh, okay.
And then I started like chewing on a corner of my headphone case.
Okay.
That's normal behavior.
Why?
Oh, I don't know.
This one's up the middle. It will be gone. PD trying to help us cut into this. It's
I think
not
there's something wrong
impossible.
with like.
It is
Thank you,
not-
Bobby Witt Jr.
Not at all impossible for the MRC to still somehow win this. I would be surprised, but
Hey, we're getting out of their pitchers, too.
true. K-Rool's one of their better
we got
remaining
that.
ones. Now they have a critter in. Let's see if it's the same result.
Well, now they
I
also
kinda
don't have
doubt
a
it.
shortstop.
The good looking critter, blue critter.
You are underwater now, Cyber. What was that?
Isn't the good pitching critter blue critter?
Yes, the pitching critter is blue critter. I'm
Yes.
translating for chat. Cyber,
You know, the only critter that didn't make it.
I don't think we can make heads or tails of what you're saying now. Luigi with the super jump. Gonna stop the inning there.
And maybe the water.
Like super chump.
Would you
Yeah. Stop. Get a new headphone thing. Get a new microphone. You're like.
He's just making sounds.
I think he's saying Wario.
Wario.
Oh, that now he said Wario for sure. I don't know if he was before. He might have been.
It just sounded like a
Alright.
Oh, he
I'm calling
was.
it
Okay.
Forever double play.
That's what Team MRC needs. You can't really afford it to give up much more. And that might do it.
How about a double
Oh, bro.
run scoring home run?
Well, no, it's gone.
That might be caught.
No.
Up.
It was close. It was reasonably
Thank
close.
God we have that hung note. Empty. Lock in.
Look at his little dance. He's so cool.
Okay, we'll watch one. And strike at another. That's going to go foul.
Aw.
It wasn't a strike, it was a foul.
Also, we have now
Strike
officially
isn't
broken the
swing.
All-Star game record.
For total runs or for what?
Just, yeah.
According to
I don't think it's even total runs. I think it's just runs by one team. But it might also be total runs.
Very likely because the MRC's not
Okay,
that
one
far
more.
behind.
RP move!
So if I'm not mistaken, I might be. But I think all time the MRC leads All-Star games 3-1. So this will be 3-2. I think the BFC won their first
Yeah.
one last season.
Something like that.
Yeah. It's the BFC's time to shine.
It really is. It's very funny to me how many people. I mean, there's and I don't mean this in a rude way, but it is very funny to me with both the rise of the Knights and the rise of the BFC at large. How many people just forget how long the MRC was dominant for and how dominant they were. The fact that the first BFC finals appearance was last season is absurd.
The problem is that they were. It's like
It
they were
pretty much
doing it
didn't happen.
before history, but it's like before. It's like our version of Jesus Christ, I guess, where everything is BC or AD.
Seasons 1 through 3 is the Bible.
Cyber, I'm about to have to mute you on my end, my guy. The sounds are. I'm not good with sounds.
Whoa!
Yeah, the POW actually did matter there. One of very few items we've seen matter here is we're gonna see another one. And Team MRC is trying to campaign for it. I don't think they have it, but they could. It's gonna take 13. And then they're gonna have to hold off in the bottom of the inning. Wait.
Mario, please.
Nah, it's caught.
Goodbye, ball.
Sack fly.
No, hold
Wait,
on now.
wall? No, it's caught. But it's a sack fly. And it's not a double play.
Bowser, you suck.
Very cool. Is this any better?
Yes.
Empty Grand Slam.
I'm normal
Close.
again.
He just missed a fire catch straight
Whoa.
up.
It was a little
Wow.
fast. Uh-oh, RP's gone.
Yeah.
Oh god!
RP's gone.
Good lord!
They nuked him
AJ,
from
put
orbit.
that man in center field now.
That will probably end the game. It's going to have to be a string of consecutive hits at least. Oh, no. I was going to say not.
What?
Oh, it is like this. Yeah. That's what happens when everybody is starred.
to be there.
When
Out of
everybody
80.
has starred cross cam.
Died to a couple of super freaking throws. Yeah, let's see what these scores look like. Not even that
Ooh.
crazy because everyone gets downgraded.
Mario ends with 60 for the MRC, and GDB
Whoa.
ends with 80 for the BFC. Those were the low performers. The high performers are Bowser with 265, Firebro with 240, and PD with 260. So, potentially a preview of your actual MVP race as we see it between. I mean, look, it's the four, right? It's those four, and DK, but DK, you know. Yeah,
DK
at
was
least out of the
solid,
BFC side.
Sixth.
Yeah, 6th overall, but
He also decided to stop charging at the back half of the game, but
yeah.
I don't know why he does that, but
T-Kong says, now that we have the power, the BFC had its finest hour. T-Kong, I much appreciate the super chat and the support as always. I will say, this is a message to come back to if it ages poorly and the BFC falls flat on its face next season. Because you said the BFC had
Well,
its finest hour. So
hey, I'm just saying, there is a chance that they don't win this entire league this season.
yeah, they may not. I
It
mean, yeah,
could
the Flowers
happen.
could win it all, you're right.
Will, I hope to see you in the final.
That is the
for
funniest
absolute
possible
comedy.
outcome. Wait, for us at least, for us. I'm sure the BSC fans would not find that very funny, but for you and I, that would be hysterical. Anyways,
Corbin and Spectro both losing in the play-ins, and then having AJ and Cyber lose in the second round.
all right. Well, we will see you guys on the other side. Appreciate you for joining us. And we'll get on with the rest of the All-Star festivities. If you're watching this VOD, thank you for keeping up with the VODs on the Akados
There's
channel.
more?
Much appreciated as always. I say much appreciated as always, like I speak as Akados very often, but, you know, I always appreciate the support over on Akados.
Oh, no.
And that'll do it for us. We'll see you in the conference finale VODs.
Will, you're gonna hate this.
What?
You're not gonna believe what the total run scored was.
I know what it is. We're going to brush past that. For the remainder of our All-Star break, I was thinking, chat, how would you like a GM-made live ASA Season 5 patch tier list?
Oh, what?
I think
That
it would
does
be
sound
fun.
very. I will say I do have to go. I might join with a little bit crappier of audio, but I need to go somewhere right now.
Okay,
Hey, Deuce.
well, it's
Hey,
been a
Deuce,
pleasure,
You
Deuce.
can stay for a bit. I got some things I gotta finish up.
What?
Oh. He says he's
Yeah.
got things to finish up, so if you're going for D&D, he's saying you can stay.
Oh no, I have to go for dinner.
Oh.
Oh,
But
D&D after, but
okay, let me
Fine.
pull up really quick. Window capture. Chrome.
There
Oh,
goes DZ.
let's reset the transform. There we go.
So what are we tier listing?
Oh, guys, look. Wow, Tiermaker being very polite and giving my Twitter a shout. Please follow my Twitter.
Wow.
I might actually start using that site if people watch what I say or look at what I say on there. If you use that site. If you don't use that site, I'm not going to be the one telling you to use that site. Don't do it to yourself. But if you already do, might as well, you know, throw me a bone. Throw me a bone. You can find the link to that in the description. But let's go on ahead. Let's see. I'm thinking we do a tier list that is just how good the CPU is on current patch. Let me actually also... I'm going to do this, and then I'm just going to crop this.
Why don't we just like look at stats for that?
Well, I'm going to do it so I can also pull up stats, but we're going to go off performances too, because stats don't tell you the whole story. It doesn't tell you how important... well, I mean, like, on the current patch, how good the CPU is, not how good they've performed this season. We can also do a how good they've performed this season, but that'll be a lot quicker, I think. That's a lot easier, a lot more cut and dry. This is what I was talking about. Stuckman says,
stream it?
dude, Dinger Derby, you ever heard of it? I'll show you in a second. Thank you for hosting the game. Props to the MRC for giving a great fight. Good work, everyone. Thank you, Stuck, for the support, as always. And yeah, honestly, the MRC put up a bigger fight than I expected. Let me pull up a full screen projector. Boom. Hop on back over here. Full screen projector. Here we go.
How is my audio here, and is it usable? Is it workable?
It wasn't for a second, but it is now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot. Let me fit to screen. There we go. Now we're talking. All right. So this is what we're going to consult in between placements. Here is our tier list. So this is just strictly
What's the tier list again?
just how good the CPU is.
Okay.
In a vacuum. Not considering how good they've been this season. So we can just kind of go alphabetically. Let's make the top tier. We can kind of just go big four, right? I think we can let's order this as well. I think I would say Bowser's the best of the big four. I think I would go
Yeah?
DK PD,
Especially with pre-charge. Yeah.
DK PD are 2 and 3 right behind him. I don't know which one I would take, and then I think K Rool's pretty solidly number 4 out of the big four.
DD better.
Yeah, this
Just
was
the
not me
number-
making a ranking. I just wasn't sure. PD is great to have as a middle infielder. DK as a starting pitcher is lethal, though. He is a little bit less consistent. I don't know. They've both been kind of inconsistent offensively. I'm going to go PD2, but I think you can make a really good case for DK2. I'm not going to make it now. We might come back to that.
There's more better shortstops than there is starting pitchers, in my opinion.
Very good.
is a starting pitcher.
What?
He's a captain. You're supposed to have him as a secondary pitcher.
I mean, no, he's been starting for the Wilds all season. He's by far the best starting pitcher in the league.
Right. Okay.
It's, I mean, not really a matter of opinion.
You
Perennial
forget he
all-star-
hasn't been here all season.
It is true. I think the solid number 5 is Ritter. I think Fire and Hammer. Ooh. Where does
Fire,
Ritter
bro.
fall?
Richard's probably 5.
I think I might also say Ritter 5. I think he's carrying more of a load this season, so even though Firebro is performing better, Ritter has to do more and has less chem. So I think you're seeing more from less with Red Critter. I also think he's just more applicable to more situations. Though I don't know, because the bros also have the great infield super dive and have better chem. Chad, I see you're curious. That he's why driving his car. That's Wyatt driving.
Is Wyatt also driving his car?
Or no, that may have been Deuce. I don't know.
I am driving
I assumed
my
it was
car.
Wyatt. It may not be Wyatt. Wyatt might still be at the place that he is at. So Deuce is driving. I'm gonna leave Ritter at 5 right now. I think Critter is number 8. I would say, and remember, this is not based on how good they are this season. This is in a vacuum. Just how good the CPU is, how valuable broadly this is. I would probably go Britter at 9 for that reason. I think Britter with the star would be comparable to like not nearly not I shouldn't say not nearly, but not quite as good as a Ritter, but closer to what we see from like a star Ritter. It's just that he's not starred because he can't be. The rest of this
I do
list,
agree he is the third best one.
yeah. And then if we wanted to consult the stats on that, we can go find the critters over here. On this patch, we see Critter is dealing with 60-40 in terms of slap and charge contact. Blue is just worse in terms of contact. Red is just worse. So green is the best contact. And the second best power behind Red Critter's 86, which is astronomical, by the way. So that's why he performs that well. And then Brown Critter also pretty solid. And then is actually has one charge contact above Green Critter. And then a few charge power
which one of
behind.
you is playing Smash in the background?
That is probably AJ. He does that a lot.
Yeah. No,
I can
but
hear the from the
I'm
intro.
just spectating right now.
I will say, yeah, also Critter being faster, having higher fielding stat. I do think Green Critter is just second. I think Brown Critter is third. Now,
Brown Critter is 100% third.
The next spot is where things get really, really, really contentious. I'm going to throw in the very good category characters I think people would make an argument for. Not that I am making the argument, but I think people would make an argument for them. I think Dark Bones will get some shouts. Let me look at the Bones overall and just see, because I think Dark Bones does have just like the crazy power still. Yeah, he still has 83 charge power compared to BDB's 79. And just has better... BDB has better contact stats. So I think BDB could also get a shout at 10. Again, these are not my choices. I'm just laying out who you might take here. Again, assuming in a vacuum, this is your player. This is like, this is how valuable they are. I think Wario will get some shouts. Luigi will get some shouts. Birdo might. Bowser Jr. might. Blitter might. Boomerang Bro might. Wiggler will. I know for a fact Wiggler will. Are there any other... Oh, the Piantas. And then are Greybones or GDB really in contention? Because I think they are just worse out at, like, when it comes to Bones. GDB has the best throwing speed, but otherwise he's statistically the worst by a decent bit. That is funny because he's been the best this season. Greybones has the best contact slap-wise. Yeah, I think they're just a step behind. I'm still going to put them in this tier. And then, yes, Funky is the last one who I know will get some shouts.
You know what I
King
think about?
Boo could get some shouts. I don't,
I'd
especially
say King
not
Boo's
right
up there
now.
as well.
Not with the agendas going as they are right now. But King Boo could get some shouts if we're talking in a vacuum, not based off of this season.
I will always be King Boo's #1 fan.
King Boo
Nothing will ever change that
has been
fact.
underperforming this season. I don't think he's been underperforming like vastly. He's been more or less what I expected, which is like a fringe home run threat that will do it every once in a while. But he is supposed to be a more consistent bat, which is funny. That's another thing you're gonna have to consider, that we are throwing aside all of the how is this player performing in the ASA right now, just for strictly how good should they be based off of the stats and what we know about how they interact. So I'm going to drop down the ones that I think don't really have a case. It's going to be these two bones. I think I'm going to drop down BDB because I think Dark Bones just takes the cake there.
Are we saying from the patch or just in base CPU or CPU?
The patch, current patch.
Okay.
Who is the best Pianta right now?
It's not BP.
Right.
I think BP right now is the worst, but I think
I don't know.
Is
What
it
does
red?
BP have changed?
overall it's kind of hard.
Oh,
'Cause
BP's
all
completely
are
unchanged.
great at. They're all completely good at different things.
It looks like it might be the speed Pianta, because he has comparable stats everywhere else, and then he has a pretty considerable speed buff. I say considerable, it's considerable compared to the other buffs. It's still not really that considerable, but they're all pretty much the same player. But I think YP, if any of them gets it, it's gonna be YP. Bowser Jr. is not up there. I don't think Wario's up there. I don't think King Boo is up there. I don't think Birdo's up there. That leaves us with probably these 7 for our number 10 spot on this tier list. Funky provides the highest sheer offensive upside, I think.
Yes.
He doesn't really do a ton else. He can pitch, especially if starred. And he does have the chem with DK and the Kongs. Ooh, it might be Funky. What does Funky look like on current patch? Funky looks like 80 charge power, so below Dark Bones, but he is power class. 36 charge contact. If you look at Dark Bones, 34 charge contact. So Funky just has the better contact stats.
As far as I know, I'm pretty sure contact does not matter really.
It doesn't really matter. No, it does, but it doesn't. What matters more is the way the bat like functions, if that makes sense. Yeah, at least as far as I understand. So let's go defensive upside. You've got Wiggler's going to be a fairly consistent slap hitter this season. I think he's high rolling. He's not going to be batting like 750. I think he might even be in the high 600s now. He might have come back down to earth a little bit, but he's usually going to be around like low 600s, which is really, really, really good. Don't get me wrong. And then his pitching is obviously fantastic as well. But I think Luigi, he does also have the, if he decides to charge, it's very high risk, high reward. It can be a bad thing if he decides to charge, especially if you're counting on him with no chem to lead into a power hitter. That's what you saw with my teams with Petey. Luigi might be above Wiggler, actually, to me. Hang on, let me look at Luigi's stats.
You said this before, haven't you?
Maybe. He's got 48 slap power. He's medium traj. He's got 60 charge power, so he's not terribly far behind Wiggler. It's just the medium traj is really making those things hurt. He does have the star pitch. He won't last for as long on the mound. So Wiggler's probably more rock solid generally. Those two are really close. I think Funky's the sheer offensive upside. Dark Bones provides a little bit of both. He can play in the outfield pretty well. If he decides to slap, it's gonna work. If he decides to charge, it's gonna work. Blitter is still a critter. If he were starred, he'd be a menace, but no team has the space for that. Boomerang Bro, same kind of deal. Star Boomerang Bro was a menace. I might give it to Boomerang Bro. He has curved hitting. He has boomerang catch in the infield. He's a good bit behind these guys. I think there's a pretty steep drop-off after Britter for whoever number 10 is.
Oh, yes, definitely.
I might give it to Boomerang Bro. I'm gonna drop.
Plus better chem.
I'm gonna drop these two out of it now. I think it's
Yeah,
these
let's be honest.
5. I think it's these 5.
I could still see the argument for Blitter being up there next to Boomer, being in that tier and not drop down.
Oh well, I mean, this
'Cause
isn't their final resting place. They're gonna this group will mostly be in very good tier. I'm just trying to figure out between these 5 who we think the best is, because that will take our 10th spot. So if you are drafting a team today, I tell you, that this is that these 9 players up top are unavailable. Who do you draft? Well, that's not even really fair, is it? Because also some of these players are good in conjunction, like Wiggler with Petey. Funky
Wiggler
with
with Petey,
DK.
Funky with DK.
I might say
Dark Bones,
Funky.
honestly, with Ritter.
I might say Funky just because him having just sheer offensive upside means that he's not necessary to defenses. This is draft league format, by the way. I at least I'm assuming. I mean,
you could also make the argument for Luigi then to have your captain locked in, as well as one of the best pitchers in the game, period, who's going to cause a lot of bad contact.
So the answer is obviously, in the hypothetical draft situation, it depends.
Who you got?
Yes, but like that. Yeah. So I think it's almost inevitable that if you have DK, you're getting either Britter or Funky. At worst. You could also get one of these guys if for whatever reason one of them drops. Or if DK falls far and you're near the turn. Actually, well, I guess if DK were third, you would have 2 of these guys anyways if you wanted to. Dark Bones has red chem. Dark Bones has great chem links because he's a Bones, and they all do, especially on current patch with the bros. Is that enough?
I don't know.
No, it's not.
I mean, he's only been good one season, I feel. He doesn't really have the defense to merit to back it up. He was really good that one season, but the other 4 have been... He's been all right.
He's been an all-star twice, I think. At least twice. Almost was this season. Very nearly did make it. I thought had a very good case for making it. Was just stuck on a very bad team for a while, and thus did not accrue a lot of stats. But I think, yeah, I might drop Wiggler out.
What?
I might keep Wiggler in, just because of his versatility.
But we have to pick one is the thing. Everyone's going to get dropped out but one of them.
Oh, that's what you mean? Oh.
Huh?
Okay.
We're trying to decide who number 10 is right now. This is not the actual tier list. This is purely me. This is me reducing the pool.
The 10th best player on the patch.
Who could be number 10.
I don't think it's Dark Bones.
I think that's fair because he's not that. I mean, he's considerably better than the other Bones in terms of charge power, but it's not that considerably to put him well above all of these guys and also the other Bones.
If we're talking about top 10, I also would throw out Luigi and I'd throw out Luigi and maybe Funky.
Luigi, as in out of contention?
Out of being number 10, yes.
I don't know.
I don't think Funky's better than Wiggler. That's my opinion.
I think for being top 10, you have to be really good at both offense and defense, and both of them struggle with one.
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily true, though, because K-Rool's top 4, and he does nothing defensively.
Yes, but his offense
He's a good pitcher.
His offense is able to carry him up there.
Funky's offense is not that far away when starred. It is off, but it's not that far off.
When starred.
Well, yeah, but also we're operating under the assumption that, you know, this is in a vacuum. This is how good the CPU is. So the reason that Funky is in practice worse than Wiggler right now, or at least I might even say Funky's better than Wiggler in practice right now because he's able to be starred. But in practice, most of the time he won't be because he's not able to be starred. Because you'll have one of the other starrable players on your team, unless you have like Green Critter and Funky, in which case I guess you'll have to decide. But if it's any of these 7 on your team, it's no question you're starring that one.
If you're starring Funky, it is normally due to you not having
I'm gonna rename this.
Amazing top roster.
Yeah, but see, we keep circling around. It depends. I think Boomerang Bro does also give you. I think I'm gonna agree with what you said, Luigi and Funky. I think I'm gonna agree with that.
Yeah. I think another knock on Funky is his chemistry is just so limited.
So the argument for Wiggler is decent starting pitcher, even if the stats in practice don't always match up, because we've seen that in Season 5. We've also seen that with a lot of these guys. But again, I'm trying to throw that out the window as much as I can. So I'm going to throw out the fact that he has a mediocre ERA. Pretty good starting pitcher. Great starting pitcher. The best starting pitcher if you're talking about a
Good chemistry.
pitcher. Decent chemistry.
Good chemistry can go basically anywhere except like second and short.
If we're talking about current patch, then you are right that he has very good chemistry because he also has the Hammer Bro chemistry, but that's kind of just cosmetic.
Yeah.
I'm kind of not considering that. It's really just the PD chemistry that really moves me. Otherwise, I think Boomerang Bro has better chemistry.
And there's another thing about Wiggler. You go.
Well, I think Boomerang Bro just does have better chemistry overall, like because he can link to Bowser and then link into a whole mess of things.
So now let's take a different approach to this. Boomerang Bro has medium traj. If Boomerang Bro had high traj, Boomerang Bro is probably like here.
Yeah.
Because the curved hitting plus having Bro hitting stats. And
probably
Bro
be
defense.
better than the others.
It's purely, do we think medium traj would inhibit a Fire Bro or a Hammer Bro so far to the point where they'd fall below Wiggler? That's the question. And if you also were to give them curved hitting, I suppose, so it's a little bit less than that. But I would say no, because I think the infield, I think middle infield matters more to me than starting pitcher.
I think it is the most important part of a defense is the middle infield.
Yes. I think you can have a me. Me's aren't that steep of a drop off compared to Wiggler, and they're a dime a dozen. You can get yourself a me. Those can start a pitcher. You can start a Pianta pitcher, and there's 3 of them that are going to be further down this list that you can get this round or in later rounds if we're assuming that this is going to dictate a draft. I might still go Boomerang Bro at 10.
It might. I think it has to be Boomerang Bro with this argument.
It's really close. It's like 10A and 10B.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave them in the same tier for that reason, but I'm going to put Boomerang Bro higher because we're trying to order this as much as we can. I'm gonna name this the seditious 7. This is why are they seditious? I don't know. They're up to no good, man. If you're curious what seditious means, it does not make sense in this context. Trust me.
The sinful 7.
Well, I mean that sounds even worse.
And with that, I bid it.
So I think what I'm going to say to put a bow on top of why I think it's Boomerang Bro 10 and Wiggler, I guess 10B. Is this season we've seen a Boomerang Bro that is inhibited by being on a very bad team for a while. Once he moves over to the Wilds, all of a sudden he is critically important, the keystone of the defense, also able to provide some offense in places. He does have the offensive upside. He's going to homer more than Wiggler does. Though that's not what Wiggler's there to do, and I acknowledge that. We also need to acknowledge that what we've seen from Wiggler this season is overperforming what we should generally expect from Wiggler. Not by a ton, but it is overperforming. Wiggler being able to be a center fielder is also something we haven't addressed. Usually because it's not going to matter unless you've got like Yellow Me, Wario, Yellow Me starting, and then Wario tags in for Wiggler, or something like that. But he can also play a great center field. I think because that's such a niche situation, though, you could have a Boomerang Bro at second at shortstop. In fact, they're very, very vital. You can have them be niche backup power hitters. You can have them be support chem-wise for another power hitter. Maybe not chem-wise, actually. Hang on. No, that doesn't really, unless you're talking about a Bones. But also can be supported by Bones is another thing. Wiggler doesn't really have the potential to be supported as much. He doesn't need to be as much, but he still can't be. As for... I think this right here is our very good tier. They're just not ordered yet, so we need to take them one by one. I would say I'd go Dark Bones, Luigi. Ooh. I might do this. I might do this to start off this tier. What do we think of this? Are there any crazy, no way that can be true things here? Crump says, why don't they get the Super 7? That's a fair point, and it also has the same alliterative quality, but it's not as funny. Also, welcome Rasen Kamehameha X100 to the Ball Knowers Club. Fantastic username, I must say.
The
At this
super
point, I have
mundane
gotten...
7.
because we're kind of debating, or at least talking seriously, I've kind of lost my, like... my more laid-back persona. This is me talking, like, all sophisticated and stuff. So if that's throwing you for a loop, I apologize. Because I did just say I must say, which is funny. Shout out N64 Master for the the 3928 super chat, mirroring the All-Star game. And of course, this is our scoregami tracker. So 3928, to everyone's complete and utter shock, is a scoregami. Thank you, N64 Master, of course, for the support and for the and for tracking the scoregami as well. Malice is making the case for Luigi over Darkbones purely because Darkbones is not as reliable, but Darkbones doesn't need to be a power hitter, is the thing. Because Bones, we've seen, if your argument's that Wiggler's offense is great because he can be a reliable hitter, the Bones are just as reliable. They hit the same.
Yeah. I think the Bones have more versatility as well.
Yes, and they also have more offensive versatility where you can use them as power hitters. You can even star them if you'd like. We saw the Monarchs do that early. Even with the balance class, Star Darkbones was still doing his thing. And then he also has a defensive role he can play in the outfield. It's a little bit less of a defensive role now, specifically for Darkbones, because he has Red Chem, and Red Mies aren't really an outfield thing nowadays. Unless you have multiple, at least. Because they're playing pitchers. But
some paratroopers out there or something. I don't know. Oh, wait,
yeah, I mean, you could also just have a Koopa and other Bones. But he still does have a defensive role. Has a great throwing arm, because the Bones do. I think... Oof. Well, but also then you get to the... Why not Blitter here? I might even say Blitter here, because he has the Super Dive as well. Also has a decent slap. His charge isn't going to be as reliable as even an unstarred Darkbones charge, but he still does have the Super Dive. He still does have K-Rule Chem. He still does have Blue Chem, which is a good chem color to have. He still does have some offensive upside. Still can be starred should you have nobody else and will be a menace. I think I would go this. I think I might even go... Ooh, Funky Luigi is where it gets close to me. I think I'm pretty content with Blitter and Darkbones here being... What is that, 12 and 13?
Yeah.
And again, this is all in a vacuum. This is not me talking about their performances this season. That would be a completely different tier list. Because that also depends on the team that surrounds them, that depends on the role they're put in, that depends on what's asked of them. So Blue Critter also, I think, just gets too bad of a rap. Or gets bad PR because he's by far the worst critter. But he's still a critter. He is still a critter. Keeper catch is amazing. Critter jump in the middle infield is a very good jump to have, which is something underrated that we've been noticing recently. Blitter can be a starting pitcher. He has the highest pitching stats out of the critters, if I'm not mistaken, on this patch. I think that's what I specialized him into, which is why he's the worst, because who needs a critter to pitch? But he does have 70 charge hit power, which I think is actually nerfed. 54 curve is actually pretty solid. So can pitch better than the other ones. I think I'm going to go Blitter here. I'm going to go Blitter. I think Blitter is more valuable as a single piece. I think Darkbones is more valuable in conjunction with other pieces. If you have Darkbones and a Bro, then that's huge. But that's not what we're doing. We're kind of trying to do this in a vacuum as much as we can. Chem still matters, but it's not like a specific, oh, well, you can... Well, because then you could also have Blitter and K-Rule, and that's a pretty evil 1-2 punch, especially if you can put Blitter after K-Rule and have K-Rule be Chem on base should he falter. I'm going to stick with this. Now the question is, I think all the Pianters are pretty much together. I might put them above Funky just because they're also more versatile. Great slappers, great color-coordinated chem, great starting pitchers, great fielders if starred. Great, I mean, they're okay fielders even if not starred. They can play middle infield better than most others who don't have super dives. They can charge, and they're pretty evil when they do. I'm going to go Piantas above Funky here. Where do the Bones fall? I think the Piantas are better than the Bones.
Really? Well, I guess they're more versatile.
Based on
but...
what I just said, I think they all have the. I mean, the Piantas are. Hang on, let me confirm that I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not tripping. The Piantas are all speed class. The Bones are
In my
balance
mind-
class, which means they have the higher potential for home runs. But the Piantas also have higher power save. Well, even though they even have higher power than Dark Bones, they just don't use it as much.
I think just like the versatility that the Pianos have makes them better than
Yeah.
the Bones in their specific scenarios.
Then you also talk about other support pieces, and you get to the Toads. And the Toads, you can color coordinate a Toad with a Pianta and a Mii, and then they also just have direct chem with the Piantas. You've got direct chem with some captains through them. Yeah. I'm gonna go the other Bones. Right above Funky, though. Right below Funky, though. I do think Dark Bones has this... Does he have this big of a lead? I don't know. I think this group is all really tight-knit in my head. Like, these are all, like, fringe all-star value, I would say.
Why do you put, like, BDB at the front of those other two?
BDB is at the front.
Yeah, but why?
He has the best... He has the other best hitting stats. And then I think Greybones has the best slap contact, which doesn't really matter. But GDB's buff is to his throwing speed, which is slight and doesn't really ever matter. So I think they're all pretty much comparable.
Buff?
GDB? I don't think he has a speed buff. No, it's Greybones that gets a speed buff, which ties GDB.
Oh.
BDB is slower, but also has significantly better, well, slightly better power, better contact, better slap contact by a mile than like your Dark Bones. I think it is oh no, it should be Greybones and BDB. I think it is Greybones and BDB, and then GDB. GDB is kind of interchangeable. Actually, I might go GDB just for better chem color. So we'll put BDB in the back. I think BDB stat wise is pretty much the same, but yeah. So then, no, to be clear, GDB is the fastest one in base game. Greybones matches him on this patch, though. They're the same speed, and both of them are pretty much negligible. As for who comes in after this, I think it's probably Birdo, Wario, King Boo Jr., or maybe Junior King Boo. Probably Junior King Boo. I think this wraps up your Fringe All-Star value tier. I'm pretty confident in that. I don't think I really need to think harder about that. I'm happy with that. I think your pretty good tier is gonna have Diddy Kong, Mario. It's gonna have Peach. It's gonna have Walu. It's gonna have I don't think Boo makes it in there. It's gonna have Dixie Kong. It's gonna have Koopa the Killer. It's gonna have all of the Madges. I think Yellow Madge obviously takes the cake stat-wise. It's going to have all of the Toads. This is when things get really interesting, because this is when you really get in the weeds. It's going to have Tiny Kong. It's going to have the Shy Guys. And I think you can throw Boo in there. And then you can make a case for Red Para. I don't think I will, though. I think we're gonna have. This is the still can be playable but very niche situations. Oh, Red Noki. Tier. Toadette is also pretty good. She's just raw defense. Baby Daisy, I have no idea. I have not seen enough from this CPU. Not on current patch either.
I'm gonna stats.
I mean, we can, but again, the stats only give you so much of an idea. Like, she's got
the point, right?
Better well, no, because like we talked about earlier with pitching, a lot of the time the animation and the actual the way the bat functions and the way the pitch functions matters more than the actual stat. The stat is just a variable that is involved with these things. Baby Daisy does have super dive, but it's not good. She's an okay pitcher. She's kind of fast, and she's got the best batting stats of the babies. So she and Baby DK, I think, are in here. I think Yellow Yoshi. I'm gonna have to look at the Yoshis. Where do they fall stat-wise? What's... We can come back and order all this later. Pink Yoshi is the fastest one by far. I think that makes him inherently somewhat valuable, and he's got better slap power than some of them. Blue Yoshi is the worst, I think. I think just the worst. Yeah. Has okay pitching stats. Yoloshi has decent charge power, but won't ever really use it.
What's up with blue chem characters? Like,
Pink Yos. Okay. Pink Yos, Elboss, and Yoloshi are all of the can be playable. I think I just deleted the whole row. Well, fortunately it saved. Or at least it didn't save, it just threw them to the back. We'll order all this later. I think they are somewhat playable. Their chem colors aren't great, but if you're playing a Yoshi, you don't really care about the chem color anyways. It's because you already have that chem color and you just need something to insert that can fill that role. I'm gonna... Not great, and then I'm just gonna put straight up bad. Daisy, actually, I think ends up in pretty good tier. I think Daisy does. Her pitching, I think, has been better than it's supposed to be this season, but hey, maybe that's just the way it works when she's not spamming star pitches. If she still had her star pitch, she would be a very bad pitcher. Well, she still has it, but if she was still power class, then bad, I think, is what this gang right here, or this gang. This gang is just bad, straight up.
Yeah.
You might even be able to bump the Yoshis out just because of Super Dive. I think they might just be the end of this tier. But yeah. Baby Luigi's probably the most valuable out of this bad tier. But until we see him actually put to use, I think he's going to stay down here. That's another thing. This is subject to change based on what we could see in the future.
Are you ranking like the Mii's too, or?
Sylvix, to be clear, I am a Daisy down player, if anything. Everybody that is not me says that Daisy is better than I say she is. So me putting Daisy in pretty good tier is me making a concession. I think she's very bad hitting-wise, being balanced class, but she actually, performance-wise, has not been that bad, and after I've watched a lot of tests, her slap is not that terrible, and now she can star hit sometimes, and she will star pitch way less. Her pitching is good. If we're putting Toadette in this tier, Daisy can be in this tier, I think. I think that also means Yoshi can be in this tier. I think that also means these guys can be in this tier. We need to separate this tier into two smaller tiers. It's going to be We're going to have tier. And then we're going to have not great and bad.
The worst.
So where's the cutoff between pretty good and I think it's probably after the Shy Guys.
Yeah.
I think we'd all agree that the Shy Guys have been, at the least, they look like they should on paper be better than Daisy. Daisy's pitching alone has kept her in some of these conversations, but I mean, she might be the top of this tier, but it's... I think Red Noki's actually... Ooh. I think Red Noki's the top of this tier.
Really? I think Red Noki's like, pretty good.
Yeah, just not better than any of this group. Yoshi's probably the bottom of this. Higher than Koopa. Higher than Koopa. Yoshi is much better than Koopa. I don't think it's close. I think he's better than the Paras too. He's probably better than Toadette because also Super Dive, also guaranteed pitcher, and an okay pitcher, not a good pitcher, but an okay pitcher. Has medium trage, is a somewhat serviceable hitter. Should be a better hitter than Toadette in most cases. Toadette does have the defensive upside. I don't know. This is kind of back and forth. We'll come back and do all the nitty gritty later. Is there anyone from this tier that I would drop? No. So let's come back and sort pretty good tier. I think that's where we left off. Oh, true. Shout from good shout from Remy. Greg is power class. I don't think that moves tiers, but that does move him to the front of the Shy Guys for sure. But we're gonna do that now. So, who is the best out of this group of players? Is it Yellow Madge? I'm gonna put everybody up front that I think has a case. All of these captains do.
Yeah.
I think Tiny Kong is more of a case than Dixie Kong,
I think so too.
just because they both bat pretty well. Actually, they're both pretty consistent bats, which is why they're both up here. But I think Tiny Kong is. Hang on, let me see. Am I tweaking? So I was tweaking a little bit. They are both balanced class. That's interesting. But I feel like being Dixie being low traj, or is Dixie low traj? No, she's medium traj. Whoa, why does she feel low traj?
Maybe it's her power?
She's only 10 slap power behind Tiny. Why doesn't it feel like it? Another case of I think the bat is I don't even know.
Remy says curved hitting.
Dixie does have curve hitting, yes. I think Dixie probably has a case, just less of a case than Tiny. Tiny's bigger. Tiny's gonna have the. Hang on, let me fact check this one as well. Yeah, the worst throwing speed. I mean, Dixie's gonna bobble slightly less, I suppose, and they're pretty much the same speed. Tiny has the much better charge power for when she does charge. Oh, that's why it feels like it. Yeah, Dixie just overall is going to be more likely to hit into your double plays or triple plays. We did see a massive outlier game with Tiny Kong this season, but that's not, the standard. I don't think Dixie Kong is far behind Tiny Kong, but if we're debating best in this tier, I think Tiny Kong would have it if either of them has it. Koopa the Killer is also kind of up here, actually. Good chem.
Really?
Has been a pretty good bat this season. Had a lot of people who were upset that he didn't get an All-Star nomination at least. Not even like making the team necessarily, but not a nomination.
I feel like that's a high roll.
It's Yellow Toad, Green Toad. The other toads, I might put Mav at the bottom just because he's balanced class, but also the kind of, in some sense, that makes
and
him
the purple chem.
Yeah, you're right. But his stats, I think, are better. Like his actual stats.
But is it by like a law or just like maybe like 5 or 10?
Actually, they're not significantly. Red
If
Toad
it's
is
not significant, then I think
Red Toad
matters a little more.
I think I'm gonna go blue, red, purple. Like this. Madge wise, I mean Graggle has the K rule cam. That just automatically puts Graggle higher because they're already so close that having something like that just does it. Yellow Madge also has Wario cam, which is another thing worth considering. Yellow Madge is already just the best one on paper, but yeah. And then Red Madge is the other strongest one. I think Blue Madge is probably fourth to me. Blue Madge, let's see.
What's up with the blue characters? Why are they always the worst of their bunch? Like Blue Yoshi, Boomerang Bro, Blue Pianta, Blue Madge.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. Maybe we should change that next season. Maybe I'll look into changing that so that Blue Chem can actually be relevant. But for the time being, I think it's this for the Madges. I don't think any of them have a case for number one, because again, if any of them did, it's going to be Yellow Madge. Yellow Toad and Green Toad also. I think Green Toad probably gets the nod just because Chem. But I don't think Green Toad is more valuable than anyone in the top stretch here. I don't think Greg is more valuable than anyone in the top stretch here. Let's replace this with pretty good Hyrule. Wow. Hyrule gets you all-star value. Let's put it that way. Can I hate when this does this. It makes me so angry. Let me refresh. There we go. So who is the best out of... I'll go ahead and move them up here just for the sake of seeing them. I think these are the ones that we've kind of taken out of the conversation. Diddy Kong, Yellow Madge, Mario, Peach, Walu, Tiny Kong, Red Koopa, Toad, and Greg. I think it might be Peach, because she's got a lot of chem links. She's star hitting a good bit now, and that star hit is really, really, really good. She's a decent pitcher. It might be Peach. It's Peach and Yellow Mage in my head.
Wait, what's the question?
Which one of them is best? Peach, Yellow Mage, Mario,
Hmm.
Walu, Tiny, and then kind of Diddy
I
Kong.
kind of want to
Or
give it
probably
to
actually.
Yellow Mage, just because Yellow Mage has that magic catch.
Yeah, but Peach has the star. Peach star hits now. She's technique class.
Yeah,
And she star
yeah.
hits quite a lot. I think she's hitting over I think she's batting over 500 this season for that reason. She's a
Oh.
huge catalyst on offense. If she had an actual decent team, we would be singing Peach's praises. She would be Luigi. In fact, she is Luigi. Just with, not as good chem colors, but better broad chem. And with not as good of a
I
star
guess,
pitch,
but like
is worth saying.
she has like decent offense and like good pitching, and that's kind of where her strengths lie. And Mage can at least do infield, somewhat decent offense as well.
I think
Infield,
Peach is better offensively than Yellow Mage because of the star hit. I think Peach provides a lot more value to team building because of the chem. I think Yellow Mage does provide a lot of value. One, because of chem, and then two, because of the infield presence. I do think it's these two. You can say either one, and I won't be able to call you crazy. But I think I'm gonna. You know what? I think I'm gonna make the case for Peach. It is the star hit. If Peach was not technique class, she would not be up here. Her offense would be a net negative in that case. But because she has the star hit, it's really good.
star merchant.
Yes. I mean, Luigi's kind of a star pitch merchant, so
Yeah, but that's like his whole identity, you know.
yeah.
That's for Peach.
I mean,
It's
that's
like
becoming
the
Peach's
one.
whole identity. I think out of this group, I would go Mario 3, Killer 4, Walu 5, Tiny 6. Yeah, I think this is fair, actually. Now, I'd probably move the Mages up here.
Wallace like kind of high up in my opinion.
You think he's high? Like he's higher than he should be?
A little bit, because
His
like
slap gets directly to the outfield. He has the potential to star hit as well. He is also technique class. He's got decent chem. Now he has blue chem as well. He's got the chem with Wario. He's a planned pitcher. He doesn't have like a super dive or anything, but even his charge is a solid slap.
he's kind of like a jack of all trades, but master of none. I mean, his slap is kind of the most appealing aspect of him.
Yeah, no, I do see what you mean though. Reconsidering it, I think having these three in the running for number one in the tier kind of made me overestimate them. I think they're more down here with Dixie than anything. I might go Diddy Kong above Wally just for the curved hitting and for the fact that Diddy Kong's probably a better pitcher right now.
Yeah, I think Diddy Kong's actually really good.
I think it's this though. I think this is a fair assessment. I don't think Greg is better than Dixie. I don't think any of the other guys are better than Greg. Green guy's gonna have the best chem. What is the drink looking at? Did I buff anything about the drink? I did. The drink is statistically quite good actually. I think that's enough. I think the drink goes above green guy, and then red guy, probably yellow guy last. What does yellow guy have? Yeah, yellow guy's gonna be last of the pretty good high rollers all star. Fella, I see you saying that two toads are in top 10 of on base percentage, but that's literally all they do. They don't have the high end of like a Bones where Bones can charge and homer. I don't think they're as good defensively as the Toads are. The Toads can't play middle infield. And the Toads can play outfield. They're good at outfield. They will play outfield. If they're playing, that's where they're going to play. Unless they're getting thrown at like catcher or starting pitcher sometimes. But again, roles that the Bones can also do. The Toads do pitch better, I will say that. But I think the Magics provide more value. Killer, I think you can actually... I'm going to move Killer down here as well.
Yeah, I did not think Killer is better than the Match.
This season, I think Killer's probably high rolling, but even then, he's still pretty decent. I might move him to like here.
Yeah, I do not think he's better than Diddy either.
Did you say than Baby DK?
Than Diddy.
I thought you said Baby DK. I was like,
not Baby DK.
I will say Baby DK probably is an A tier. I don't think Baby DK is in that low tier.
I don't know anything about that guy.
He's actually got
I
pretty
can't
decent
say.
stats. Baby Daisy also might be an N tier, but her chem is so terrible that I don't think she's able to make it out. Baby DK at least has chem. So I'm pretty happy with this. I'm gonna look at the chat again. Toad's in the same tier as Shy Guy. I mean, the Shy Guys are providing insane defensive value this season. The Toads are
I think the
providing
Shy
insane
Guys.
offensive value this season. The Shy Guys are also technique class, so they are also star hitting this season. They're performing better offensively than historically they would otherwise. They're also a good bit
Yeah.
behind the Toads. And I think they are still in that. I mean, we can make another tier and separate it after the Toads if you really want to. I mean, in fact, I'll do that now. Oh, well, that doesn't fit. We'll go with a step behind. No! Step behind them. Please. Like it's a command now. In that case, actually, it doesn't feel right for Diddy Kong to be in a lower tier than like a Peach. Diddy Kong, I might move back up here. And then I think...
It's just Diddy has like really good like snapping, got the curve, and the star pitching hit. Okay, I don't think Peach goes all the way up there.
Definitely Fringe All-Star Valley. She almost made it this season. She was on my ballot. I think she should have made it. Even though she's on a terrible team.
I guess.
Yeah, this actually feels more correct to me.
I suppose.
I'll play conservative for now, and I'll agree with. I'll say that maybe I'm a little bit too bullish on Peach, in light of recent discoveries with how she can be used. But I'll move her down one spot and give Yellow Mage the bump. But let the record show that I think Peach could be higher than Yellow Mage. Could be. I think you can make an argument for Peach above like KB, Bowser Jr., Wario, and Birdo. But
you know what I think?
What's up?
You know what I think? Chicken butt.
Did you just see Remy in the chat and decide to say that?
Oh no, Remy asked me like at the beginning of this.
Oh.
I've just been waiting this entire time.
Okay, so I think step behind them is fair. I think I'd move Red Noki up in that case. Might move Peach up. I think I would move Peach up. Or not Peach, Daisy. Whoa. I'm sorry to all of my fellow Peach fans out there. Or Daisy fans. Whoa. I'm also sorry to the Peach fans. I just got Peach on the brain because I'm really trying to rationalize out where she fits, because it's so hard. Her role is much closer to Luigi than anyone else here, who all has extreme offensive like boom potential. So does she, I suppose, with the star hit actually. So now I'm not really. I would say probably. I think this for the ant tier. I think that's properly sorted. I think you can make an argument for Boo above Daisy. I won't. I think Boo has been a better bat, just like straight up this season. And also,
I think like the main.
Is Boo technique class? I feel like Boo's technique class. He is. So Boo can star hit a lot more than Daisy can, which is nice. And his slap is also pretty solid. But I don't know. I think I still would go Daisy overall.
I will say like Daisy's kind of a little bit disadvantaged by her own star pitch, because or is it star hit? I forgot.
TJ Kelly says music is a bit loud. Music's a bit loud. What music? If you're hearing music, you might need to take off your headphones, man. I made a point of not playing music over this part, so if and when I make this into a video, I can insert music.
Might have to check your tabs.
Is Red Noki better than Daisy? No, I've decided. I don't think that's the case. I think Red Noki is here with Boo and Daisy. Of like, yeah, pretty good, can do the thing. I'd probably go Red Noki above. No. I think Red Noki has a no. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go Red Noki right here. And then as for your not great tier, who here do I think just straight up does not have utility?
Blooper has utility.
He does.
I think
I'm
Blooper
saying
could be
who here do I think doesn't? I mean, let me order the Yoshis properly. It should be this. Probably Yoloshi. No, not Yoloshi above Pinkyos, because Yoloshi's argument says he's got better charge power, but they're not charging anyways. You're not playing a Yoshi like, oh boy, I hope he charges. I mean, like, you do, but like you're not playing him for the charge hit. I mean, you're playing him because you need a super diver. Is why you would play a Yoshi. Are any of these characters worse than Yoshi's as a group? These ones, yes.
I don't know. I just don't see.
I think
Baby
Goomba's
Daisy.
at the top
I've
of this
never
tier.
seen-
Baby Daisy is so hard to place because we have seen nothing. I think Baby Daisy's actually maybe the top of this tier. Paragoomba's probably above Goomba just for being a planned pitcher. They're both not going to have great bats. Goomba's bat will be like marginally better, but it's not really going to matter that much, at least when you're team building. Blooper's
Goomba
also a
did
planned
get a
pitcher. I
home
think
run.
Blooper's just better. Blooper's also homered in the league before. So is Paragoomba.
So is Baby Daisy.
Yeah, Baby Daisy hit a grand slam on opening night of season 1. I think Monty does
Isn't
slot
that
in
what
pretty safely here as probably better than Yoshi's, yes, but not much better than that.
I don't remember what he does.
Monty's kind of just fast, can play in the outfield. I think base game he has ball dash, but on current patch I think I gave him quick throw. Yes, Monty does have quick throw, which doesn't really matter. It means the ball's getting out of his hands slightly faster. Let me pull up Season 5 patch. What happened to Monty? What happened to Monty? Nothing happened to Monty. Was that Season 4 that I did that? Or did I forget to put it in the... Let's see. Oh, yeah, no, it was Season 4. His slap power is buffed to 35, and he has quick throw now. Monty is rocking low trage as well. Yeah, I think... Where is Goomba? Where is Goomba? Gamba. Goomba actually has worse slap hit power. And very slightly better charge hit power. And doesn't have quick throw. Does have ball dash, which gives him unique utility as a catcher. Monty's...
That's what we said about the Nokis.
Yeah, and it hasn't mattered yet, but it could, theoretically. Monty's probably better than Goomba. But I still don't think Monty has as much utility as... Because when you get down here, you're really thinking, like, they all have one thing. How good is their one thing? Except Baby Daisy. Well, even then, Baby Daisy kind of has one thing. She can kind of pitch a little bit. And then also, she kind of just is a bit better offensively than the rest of this group. For that reason, I might drop her to just above Goomba. Because her chem's also... Well, her chem's terrible, actually. I think I'm going to put her right above the Yoshis.
Worse than Goomba?
Yes, I think so. The chem's terrible. The chem is terrible. You have Super Dive, but Super Dive doesn't really matter with Baby Daisy. Baby Daisy's still going to be... Hang on, let me find her in the sheet. Baby Daisy's still going to be low trage, still going to have 35 slap power, which is just right above Goomba, and is behind Goomba in charge power.
Was she power class?
She is power class, which is nice. But it's still low trage, and it's still 45 charge power. And you don't have the chem, you don't have quick throw, you're not going to play Baby Daisy middle infield. Like, Baby Daisy has Super Dive, but Baby Daisy doesn't have Super Dive. We acknowledge this. Because even though the Yoshis are also Super Divers when you consider that family of abilities, I think it's still pretty fair to say that the Yoshis would be played over Baby Daisy in pretty much any situation that matters, when you're just looking for Super Dive. Baby Daisy does have niche utility, because the only reason that I think we've never ever seen Baby Daisy at all, we could see Deuce go for a Baby Daisy team if he decides to buy in on a season, and then the next season he has late picks. He could go Orange Mies to go with DK's secondary Chem Color and Baby Daisy. I could go for an Orange Mies and Baby Daisy team. So there is some possible way you can work Baby Daisy in. Why would you do that, though? In fact, I might put Baby Daisy at the bottom of not great tier. I think she's still solidly above this. Toadsworth might be up here, too, actually. What's Toadsworth's stats looking like? The biggest problem with him is that he's just really slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his power stats are terrible. He's a planned pitcher, I guess. I think he does have better chem than Baby Daisy, so I'm going to put him up here with them. Because I think he is still... Well, I don't know. Because Toadsworth is not a good pitcher, make no mistake. He's just a planned pitcher who can have good stats in the end, but it's not because his pitching is anything particularly fantastic. Baby Luigi does actually have some pretty good pitching stats and just some decent stats overall that we just haven't seen yet because no one's used them. So I'm going to drop both of them just down to the top of bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop Baby Daisy down to the top of bad as well. I think that rounds it out nicely. Okay. ASA Season 5 fully ordered tier list. I think we did pretty okay. We did forget all of the different Miis. But I don't want to do all of that. I think it's just safe to say for the most part, red Miis are probably step behind them tier. White Miis are probably this tier.
Because white Miis are a power class.
Or specifically Empty's probably this tier, I guess. I guess I can't include specifically Empty because she's kind of her own category of player at this point. So let's let red Miis represent the planned pitching Miis, so that also includes black Miis. I think light green Miis and yellow Miis are also a step above some of the others. I think these guys are probably... I would take a red Mii over Killer. Yeah, Magnet Hands, better defenders by far. Maybe not quite as efficient batting, but you're kind of relying on Koopa the Killer to bat solidly anyways. If he's better, it's not by a mile. And then let's put in green Miis to represent all other Miis. So we'll put in Deuce. Deuce can represent. We'll let Gangsta, the icon of the file, represent. But I think
that's Murphy.
Well, that's what I was gonna swap them out. I was saying that to.
I thought you were getting
yeah, no, I was not just gonna leave it. I think this is pretty fair. Empty here represents Empty.
Isn't
Gangsta
there like one
represents
color
the
that's
plan.
just like...
Well, hang on. The planned pitching Miis, you could make a good case, are actually lower, just because they're. I mean, it's kind of okay for them to be planned pitch. They're kind of just like. They're not really better or worse, they're just different. Because if you need a planned pitcher, you'd much rather have a red or black Mii. But if you need an outfielder, you'd much rather have anything else, which you can just go get anything else. So it's not like they're rare. I think I'm pretty happy with this, actually. I'm gonna take out Deuce and just let Gangsta represent more or less all Miis right here, I think.
Wasn't there like one color Mii that's just like better than all the others? Like stat wise.
It's probably purple. I keep giving purple sauce, and then no one uses them. Light blue Miis, orange Miis and yellow Miis have great. Orange Miis and yellow Miis have great charge power. If you're going to argue anyone else up, it's probably them, or it's gonna be like it's probably yellow Miis. Yellow Miis are probably the best other ones, but even then, you don't see them just head and shoulders above the others. And some of the other chem color. Oh, there's some of the results. Was that? I don't remember which one that was. I think they might have just seen the GM ballot. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of the worst chem colors were given better stats to accommodate for that. Hello, what was that? That was the GM All-Star results. I mean, leaked. You already saw the results, so it's not really anything leaked. You just kind of saw the behind the scenes. You kind of just saw what I was multiplying by what was it, 201 that each GM vote counted for. You want to play purple me's, they're undervalued. There's a good case that they're undervalued, but also they are purple chem. So if you're gonna play purple me's, it has to be with probably Waluigi and purple toad.
Dude, we gotta add more purple cam.
Yeah, it probably has to be both of them, or Wario. Wario also does have the secondary purple now. So I was hopeful that the muscles this season would go for purple chem, but they didn't. Yeah, they didn't. I'm thinking about adding some secondary chem colors to some standalone characters like Funky and KB, you know, that aren't captains but are standalone characters. I've been thinking of adding some secondary chem colors around there. Maybe that'll happen.
Give it to some of like the niche characters or something.
Yeah. But yeah. I do think a Maverick purple me outfield would be really solid on a team with Waluigi and Wario. The muscles just did not go for that. They went for the yellow me's, who are also a good choice, to be fair.
Yeah.
Probably a better choice, honestly. But I think that'll do it for this tier list segment. Was there anything else you guys wanted to see? I think the last thing that I was considering showing off tonight on stream was, I think Blodgy and Remy.
Oh, the Strikers textures.
Have wrapped up the Strikers textures. So, if we want to test our potential leagues captain colored textures tonight, we can try that. Remy or Blodgy, if you guys are in the chat. I don't know. Go ahead and screenshot this, by the way, if you'd like. Also, feel free to shout out anything you think is terribly, terribly wrong with this tier list.
Chicken butt.
Oh, well, Remy would say chicken butt. So let me actually do something funny. Remy, are you comfortable speaking on stream? I don't know if you even... I have not heard you speak before. If you or Blodgy would like to hop on the call and help me get these textures set up, that would be great, because I don't know how to do that. Walu is low, as in Walu should be higher. That's funny, because I had Walu higher. Goomba up? As in Goomba should move up? Oh, you're not comfortable? Okay. How do we do this? How do we... Okay, I'm just gonna look up.
Dolphin.
Okay. I think I have found something that can help me. Open user folder. Load.
If you need help like putting in the textures, you could just ask Remy in DMs or something, right?
Okay, here we go. Well, it's probably a lot to say over DMs is what I'm thinking. I also see here that I think the actual textures, or rather the drive folder that has the textures, was made by Red. So shout out to Flowers Coach Red for also seemingly helping with the project. So I've gotten to my user folder. What do I do from here? I'm gonna try something and we'll see if it works. Just so we can get something done and we can see if you guys or you guys can, you know, if this works, it'll be cool for you guys, is what I mean to say. Let me extract files.
I'll be right back while you're doing this.
Cool. Okay. Does it just auto load? Let me see. It says found 0 custom textures. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Wait a minute. I do have, for anyone in the chat who is mentioning it, I do have... Wait. Okay, there we go. I do have the custom textures turned on to function at least, because we did use Sundown Stadium earlier. Strikers. It didn't tell me if it loaded any. I wasn't looking when it told me if it was loading textures. I'm sorry I have to skip the intro. I'm sorry, I know this is sacrilege. I know this is sacrilege. Let's see.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Apparently you messed something up. Chat screaming no at you.
Oh, it didn't work. Why is chat screaming no? There's nothing that I could have done that chat would have been able to like. Oh, I skipped the intro. That's what they're upset about. Okay, so wait, what I need to check is Bowser. Wait, I think it worked. Did it work? No, it didn't work. Okay.
Okay, I want 2 Hammer Bros. Okay, goodbye stream. Discord stream. Just hello?
What's up?
It went silent.
I just wasn't talking for a few seconds. I just closed the game.
They just like disconnected or something.
Okay, so I have figured out what the problem is. It is very easily fixable.
Yay, well, there was a problem?
I just have to grab the game ID and make a folder with that. Okay. Open user folder. Load textures. New folder. Boom. So now what I need to do is go back and grab... Okay. Give me just a second, chat. It's not ready. There are no textures in the folder. That's a problem. That is concerning. My folder is empty. Shout out empty.
Empty? Which folder?
Never mind, I think I might have figured it out.
Did it?
So, for whatever reason... When I extracted this folder, it just deleted all of the actual files.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I didn't know you could do that by extracting files.
Well, it wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know what happened, but it's fixed now. Let's launch the game back up. I don't know if I need to go through all of the... Let's see. Custom textures? Show me custom textures. Found 73 custom textures. Let's do it, chat. Let's get active.
We did it. We did it.
Let's get active.
Make sure your wrist strap is securely fastened, as shown. You know the Wiimote you're totally using?
I'm gonna let the intro play this time. Alright, I did a second ping because I think people are going to want to see this. I'm going to wait for just a moment before I do the big reveal. I'm sorry to the people, to the loyal people in chat who are not coming from this new ping. Oh right, I said I was going to let it play. Sorry, chat, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's try that one again. I messed up. You can yell at me.
Yeah.
All right, AJ, mute up.
Watched it.
Next level games. Losers.
Okay, there we go. I think we're good now. Thank you, Stuck, for the super chat. Evidently, the intro cutscene has lore. Oh wait, let me turn down the game now. I forgot I didn't turn it down after that. Yeah, I just realized that it was still going to be extremely loud for chat. Alright, so we're going to go over here. We're going to do one of these. I want to see the Bowser one.
Wow.
And also the Daisy one. So I don't know if this changes or if it just changes in the actual game. I'm going to assume it changes in the actual game. We're going to go triple hammer. Triple hammer, bro.
Don't you want to see all the textures?
I just want to see hammer, bro.
I want to see Dark Bone.
No, I'm playing. You're right. I'll go Monty and we'll have Birdo back. You said you. Well, you won't. I guess you will see Dark Bones because it's gonna be black dry bones instead of red dry bones.
Oh yeah, bones. You see a bone. Yeah, I also just want a hammer brother and a Koopa. The whole family.
Oh, I didn't give you a hammer, bro. I gave you a toad. I kind of just was trying to get a lot of them. Oh yeah, you can see his shell is black, and Daisy's wearing the light blue that I requested. Lovely. Okay, it's already looking great.
Lodge just says Shy Guy. Shy Guy.
Put Shy Guy in?
Yeah.
You can already see it, though, a little bit. We'll go over... No, we won't go over Birdo. Shy Guy for who? Does it matter? Probably... Oh! Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Balaji. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. He will make his appearance in the All-Star stream one way or another. Did I do it correctly? Did I do the CPU versus CPU? Because I'm not prepared to play. Oh, I did. Okay. Let's send it to Thunder Island. So you will see that Daisy just kind of defaults. I'll give it a second. Okay. Here we go. You will notice here that the Bowser squad... There's Greg! Daisy does default to that light blue color now, which I really like as it matches your earrings. Yep, that's all. Here comes Bowser.
Dude, look at that shell.
Yeah, that looks really nice. I do want... What is on the back of his shell? Has that always been there? Is it like numbers?
66? I don't know. That's numbers. It's 66, I think.
So also, Balaji and Remy have changed the actual, like the Toads and the Shy Guys, as you can see, have actually changed colors as well. The Critters have not, but that's okay.
I think it's because Critters use like the universal model.
Yeah, I think. There's some really weird overlap, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that got in! Good job, Daisy. Okay. I would love to let this play out, but I kind of want to see some of the other ones. So
yeah, every critter shares a texture.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm going to reset. And then I'm going to make a save state where we can just test all of these really quickly and see how they work. I believe there are a few of them that aren't quite finished yet. But yeah, Bowser Jr., Petey, and Yoshi are still being finished up. But otherwise, these textures are widely ready. Now, what's funny is if you guys remember in the Striker stream, and we were taking a weird amount of time. Poetry Chef with the 5, the super chat says, can't wait for ASA in the future. Probably my favorite Mario sports game. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having a good one too, Poetry Chef. I much appreciate your tag. I am always one for some good poetry. But yes, I'm also very excited for this league, especially now that we have the custom textures and such.
DK.
Who else should we try out? Did we say DK?
Yeah.
And then Wario gets yellow, Waluigi gets... Oh, this is what I was going to say. So if you remember that we were being really annoying about the specific, like... What was it? The specific, like, hex codes that we were using in our Excel spreadsheet in the last stream. Well, the reason that matters now is because those are the colors that these were based off of. So it did end up mattering. Let's go Donkey Kong versus Diddy Kong just to have the point of comparison. I'm going to make a save state here so that we can easily back out and test more.
Do Toad on Donkey Kong.
I'm going to do Toad on both again so we can compare. It's going to be Brown Toad. I think also they couldn't recolor the Boo's because the Boo's eyes have they share a texture, which is really funny. Brown Bro. And Brown Guy. I can't wait to see what names people come up with for those. What very adult, very humorous, witty names people come up with for those characters. So you actually see the DK's... Yeah, you see DK's brown there. And you see Diddy Kong does have more of like the light brown / gold. Is really nice. You know, because of that, I feel like we have to show off. We had a donation earlier in the stream at the very beginning, talking about Golden Bones. I think we have to show off Golden Bones. We've seen enough Golden Bro. We can bring Golden Bones back.
There's Foreman.
Yellow.
Hi.
What's poppin'?
We're testing our custom textures, as I'm sure you saw. I'm sure that's what brought you back.
Are these the ones Remy and Bludgy made?
Yeah, so it's pretty much just the captains all have their own set color.
No, I didn't even know that's what y'all were doing.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, you made it.
Okay.
You made it to this. Every captain has their own set color now. So Bowser had
Hold
black.
on. So
Daisy is set to full-time light blue. DK gets
Okay.
brown, and Diddy Kong gets that orangish goldish. And they just get them all time. There is no like sharing colors. So here comes DK. This is just what he's going to look like in our league, which is going to be very cool. And also a lot of like the Toads and Bros will look different. Now this is a little bit hard to tell. Like the two Shy Guys, you can tell, but you have to kind of be looking at both of them back and forth.
Yeah.
I still like, I do like it though. So Diddy Kong kind of ends up with that golden/orange color. There's Goad there, I suppose. Gold Toad. Goad.
Goad.
Facing off against Broad, I guess? Okay, hang on. We can Boney Stark this. Broad. So Brown Toad. But Broad kind of sounds like the name Brody. Which kind of sounds like Rhodey, which is like War
It's just
Machine.
Toadsworth.
So now we can...
Just
No, it's not
Toadsworth.
Toadsworth. We can make a War Machine joke out of that. Yeah, no, you can also say Young Toadsworth.
Oh, so yeah, these textures look really good. Yeah, the DK. I really like the DK on the Toad's hat. That looks sick as hell.
Sorry, what did you say? What did you point out?
Yellow.
No, what did you... No, I heard you. I just didn't process. What did you say?
The DK on the Toad's hat.
No, I'm just saying. I think the DK on the Toad's hat looks.
The logo?
I don't think the logo's changed. I think it just, like, the color is...
There he goes. You scared him away.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so now we've seen what these guys look like. It will be a little bit difficult to tell if these two captains face off against each other, but it'll be manageable. It is more of an orange.
Good thing
you
no
saw
one's
with
ever
Bones
playing
there.
Diddy.
Well, they'll have to. In the format that we're gonna run, Yoshi's not done. It was Yoshi, Junior, and Petey that were not done. So it's, I mean, we know what Mario looks like. We know what Peach looks like. For the most part, we know what the other ones look like. It just replaced a lot of their secondaries. But we can go with like a really quick. Let's look at Bowser, and because we already saw Bowser, but I want to see him compared to like Mario. Like, what's that gonna look like? See, because it changed Bowser on here, so the Bowser wouldn't also be red. But in the game, it shouldn't.
Yellow. Wow.
Yeah, you see the black on Bowser's shell there. Yeah, I wonder what 66 is. I wonder why he has that. Let's go to the lava pit. So it should just be Mario being red like normal. And then Bowser falling from the sky for fun.
Red Mario.
Yeah, all red, all very red. There he is. There's Greg again. You see, I suppose, Dark Bones as well. Is that Dark Bones, or is the red Bones Dark Bones? That's probably Dark Bones, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like really dark bones.
Yeah, that kind of has to be Boney Stark.
It's like ink bones. Super bones.
Yeah, so this is looking really good. I really enjoy this. I also know that like the specific Toads have been customized. So before it would be like, you know, like this team gets red Toad, this team gets blue Toad. Now I think they're all customized to fit their team's color, which is nice. Bowser with the header from range. I'm gonna let this one play out so we can get one full game for you, chat. Maple said that's Prime Toads were straight out of 1892. Is he that old?
Yep.
Wow.
Blodgy says Wario vs. Luigi next.
Glad you said what?
Wario versus Luigi. And did Toad just teleport?
Let's see. Oh, and there goes everybody. They all just blew up. And now they're running into the electric walls. Sure. Whatever that was about, Mario.
All part of the plan.
Unskippable replay, by the way. I was just curious if I could. Yeah, so the I think the Bowser team looks fantastic.
Oh, I think I'm gonna have to go pick up a pizza.
So Mario or Firebro will be permanently stuck with Toad, chill. Firebro is permanently stuck with Mario. We're gonna have to. I'm excited to see what the bros' names end up being. Wow, what a play! Mario with the feint bounces it back out to Toad after getting the keeper to bite, and Toad drops the frame rate. Thanks, Toad. Wow. Very smart play from Mario there. Is there a planned number of GMs? Yes, we're going to do 12 GMs, one for each captain. The actual draft is going to be drafting the backups, the buddies. I am considering, after I decide the GMs, because I don't know the meta, I might just assign people captains and then have the draft be the buddies. I think that would make for the best possible storylines.
Yeah, the sidekicks, like the PvP tier list is like way different.
Oh yeah, I mean it's the same in
CPU.
Sluggers. In PvP Sluggers, the best characters in the game are Peach and Yoshi. Well,
I mean, yeah.
They're two of the best characters in the game. Oh, hey, Super Mario.
Oh, Super Mario.
This guy's super.
And somehow Critter still blocked that twice.
Yeah, I suppose Black Critter does not care.
That looks like a black Critter.
No.
And why are we talking about black Critter?
Because how else are we going to differentiate every team's critter when they actually play? Unless it's just going to be like Sports Mix, where it's just actually the same two critters. Like how in Sports Mix, every time we played hockey, it was just Red and Blue Shy guys. They were the same guys. They just switched to which team they were playing for.
Maybe they're like clones.
I don't know. Lore-wise, that is not what we said that they do. Bowser has just been killed.
He's just getting beat. Poor guy.
There's so much death and destruction here. We are in the final minute as Koopa and Toad are confused. There they go.
What is going on?
But they didn't want to run into the lava there, so they were both trying to run around it.
High chord.
Toads are starting to grow on me after watching this game in particular. Oh, hey, Super Mario. What's he doing?
Super Mario is not growing on me.
What's he doing?
Goodbye, Super Mario. Goodbye, Super Mario. Hey.
They just hit their own guy with the shell. Birdo's playing great defense right now, but they need some offense. They are losing. Do they know this?
This is the most violent Mario game ever.
Oh, but I mean,
like,
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, in second place it's Mario plus Rabbit.
That's what. That's probably going to be the logical number 2, or like Mario RPG or something. Maybe even Paper Mario. Some of the Paper Mario games.
Mario?
I mean, there's some death in that series. There's some killing. These guys don't actually die. They just sustain damage all the time. Okay, the last one that we're going to take a look at, what was it? Luigi and Wario? Oops. That was from earlier. Was it... Am I correct? Was that it? Okay. We'll see.
Luigi, Wario.
Okay, anyways.
So we'll
Roger
see. I
just
wonder
wants to
if
show.
I wonder if this is actually Yellow Toad.
Should be.
I don't know if they've done that one yet, is the only thing. And Balaji's probably said it in the chat. I know that these aren't...
Yep.
Oh, just want to show that he does not have Blue Toad. Okay, so that's precisely what Balaji wanted to show here, is that it's the correct Toads. So there's Hammer Bro. We got double green Birdos.
Yeah, I love Hammer Bro.
What a guy. I'm so sad that he's going to be on Luigi's team for this, because that feels sacrilegious. Is that Yellow Toad? I can't even tell.
Just days before ASA. There's like no memes here, so.
Yo, Luigi, yeah!
Is that Yellow Toad? That is Yellow Toad.
Yeah.
Incredible. Look at that. We got Yellow Toad in the league.
Incredible.
I didn't want to watch Wario play again, though, I have to say. That guy annoyed me.
TMO.
I'm going to play until the next... Or we're going to go until the next goal. If Luigi's team scores again, then they just win. And if Wario's team scores again, we'll see who scores the third one.
Come on, Luigi, score. I don't want to watch this anymore.
Did we see this stadium last time? I don't think we did.
What stadium is this?
I don't know. There's lightning.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember this one. Stuck says watch this game end 1-0.
It might, and if it does, then we'll just watch it to the end. Wario has notably not been annoying in this game, which is new for him.
Wow. I've done that earlier. Goodbye.
Bruno charges up and gets nuked from orbit. There we go. Okay, so Luigi's team does win that one. 2-0.
Good
Is that a
job.
bicycle kick? Kind of looked like one. So it gets lobbed up.
I think it was.
Sure was. Yep.
Yep.
Alright. That'll do it for that. And honestly, this stream, I was going to do some Silver Lake, but I've got a lot to catch up on. And this, you know, this will serve as your extra content for the stream. I've got a lot to catch up on Silver Lake wise. There should be a Silver Lake video tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that, those of you who watch that series. Tomorrow
Wow.
or Sunday. And then Monday we are back with ASA in conference finale, the final stretch of the season. So congrats again to all the All-Stars. I say that like they're actual people. Congrats to the teams who got All-Stars in, which is all of them. Congrats to the BFC for winning it. Thank you all for pulling up and for watching through our tier list and also our Strikers segment. I'm excited for Strikers, but we do have to deal with Season 5 of the ASA first. So, y'all take it easy. AJ, send us off.
Good